on the show, not the person who's supposed to be on the show.
Right.
I hope he's listening too. Hey, Coach, I hope you're listening, asshole. we have been doing this the 4-hour show for this is like the 3rd or 4th week that we've been doing this. I think it's the 4th week.
This is the 4th week.
Okay, it's the 4th week, and he has
yet
to be. It's the 5th. It's the 5th week.
It's the 5th.
That's right, because I wasn't here for this.
Let the one who was without sin pass the first stone. Right?
Bong!
Huh?
I shouldn't have thrown that stone.
How about it?
I shouldn't have thrown that stone.
You know what I mean? However, our show is based upon a bag of rocks being thrown, real at a rapid rate.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like something like a fully automatic.
All right, well then I'm gonna change what I said.
No, don't change.
This is the first show. I mean, this is I'm sorry, not the first show. He has never been here at the same time I've been here for an entire 4-hour show, and for that he's an asshole. Well, for that and many other reasons, he is an asshole. So, all right. So, listen, y'all, we got a really, really good show lined up for you tonight. We are going to talk about some sexual education going too far. When the teachers, become a little too hands-on with the students, when it goes from extra credit to sextra credit,
Sextra credit.
Yeah.
You terrible.
I think you just coined a new phrase.
Sextra credit.
Yes.
A little sextra credit. Try to use it in the city.
Sextracurricular activities.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're going to talk about some of them things, and then maybe if
such and such was failing in the class, so she asked the teacher for a little more sexual credit.
It's sextra credit.
Sextra credit. Okay.
Because when you say sexual credit, that makes it sound
perverted. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So and then maybe if any of us on the show have had any incidents with any teachers. Maybe we can share those stories.
I've never been that lucky.
Neither have I.
Well, maybe we can talk about what we would have done in those situations. I don't know. Maybe somebody on the show did have some interactions with a teacher or two, or 3. I mean,
we counting off. Huh?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll get to it. But I mean, I don't know what it could be. Coach Taylor though, but he's not here. So since he's not here, whatever. Anyway, we're gonna go take a break now.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna play some music.
That's right.
And we'll be right back.
Breakout Kings Radio.
Yeah. I Peter Pimp. Smoke something, bitch. Yeah. 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 I said, bitch, I think I'm ride around the city, head high with my chest out. Cause lately I've been feeling like the best out. Selling dimes wasn't dead end, so I had to take the next route. Now it's MGM until a nigga check out. My team's strong, we taking over. Got the dope flows, minus the baking soda. Got the heart of a lion and the mind of a soldier. We waking them up, pass them niggas to Folgers. Ballin' on them, can I get a witness? I kill your favorite rapper, just put them on the hit list. Murder game on point, call that the kill switch. Father forgive them for they know not who they deal with. The niggas round me be the only ones I deal with. Bill with, split a meal with, nigga real shit. The niggas that I started with, I'm still with. Yeah, say that how you started is how you end. I'm just riding around the city with my tank on E. Bumpin' underground kings, bump B, Pimp C. Bitch, I think I'm Pimp C. Bitch, I think I'm Pimp C. Ride around town with my windows rolled down, bumpin' underground crown. Bitch, I think I'm Pimp C. bitch, I think I'm Pepsi. Remember as a youngin' bumpin' UGK, jamming Dirty Money #2, chop on blaze. I ain't even understand how to chop on blaze, but I learned a hoe and that bitch don't get saved. And your pimpin' ain't no pimpin' if you don't get paid, but you only learn that lesson after you get played. Yeah, I had to learn the game courtesy of Pimp. No father figure, so I got this shit from watching him. Watch Snoop, watch Pop, watch Death Row, watching niggas on my motherfucking radio. My mama told me turn it off, I had to hear it though. Me being here without it probably be a miracle. Yeah, so I thank the OGs. I be the pimp, salute the Bun B. I be the big, I be the pop, I be the screw and don't stop. Hold up.
You're listening to Breakout Kings Radio on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
J Bunk.
Finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Professional finesse. Finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Professional finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Came up in them St. Louis streets. Yeah, she was finesse. Booty is perfection. Caramel cream complexion. She look you in your eyes and read your mind like the professor. X, she'll take you. Check, I bet you. Never felt something so wet. It's extra, all this whole inferior. Now I'm curious. The homie said that the head game was superior. Big old round. Shutting shit down. Tell you what you wanna hear. You like the way it sounds. You like the way she move. Like the way she smells. She got you thinking that she wifey, but she out to take your mail. She a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Professional finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Professional finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Came up in the hood, you know she grew up down on Thekla. Stripper named Vanessa. Tester, she gon' check you. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Boy, you gon' respect us. Anything she wants, she gives you. From you though. Run some lame game, she flip it on you just like judo. Use her sweet seduction. She don't need for nothing. Finesse you out your bag by the end of the discussion. Big old round. Shutting shit down. Tell you what you wanna hear. You like the way it sounds. You like the way she move. Like the way she smells. She got you thinking that she wifey, but she out to take your man. She a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Professional finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Yeah, she a finesse. Professional finesse.
To chime in on our topics, talk to our special guests, make a request, or get a shout out, you make the call. 240-389-3397. It's Breakout Kings Radio, only on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
Born sinner, but all who are made holy, are transformed by the grace of God. We've all been anointed. Lord have mercy. Shall be holy, 'cause the Lord our God is holy.
holiness through the way we act in the world, and that it is possible to bring more and more holiness into the world. You just have to read these ways in which we can do it. Like, don't put a stumbling block before the blind. You love your neighbor as yourself. You leave the corners of the field for the poor.
Yes.
You know, all these ways in which, if you want to bring holiness, it is not up to God to bring that holiness. It is up to you, to you, to you. You have the power to do it. Here are the tools. Go and do it.
Welcome back to Breakout Kings Radio on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
And we are back. All of us except Coach Taylor, that is. You know, I'm starting to actually not believe that he was here on time last week. I don't think he was here on time. I think he told y'all to tell me that he was on time.
You need receipts, huh?
Yeah. Yep, yes sir. So what's going on, fellas? What we got for this week?
So we gonna jump in the topic, or we gonna you ready to roll?
Let's topic first.
Okay, let's
talk the topic first.
I mean, we can talk about it. That's an 18-hour topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean we can do that. You won't wait for nobody else that could come in. Maybe not. Somebody that may come in.
We can wait.
I mean, it's up to y'all.
All right, let's check this out. Let's do this, right?
Uh-huh.
So, I'm at the office, right? In my trash truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what happened was, okay, let me rewind a little bit. So, I applied for a position at my job. They gave the position to somebody else, right?
Okay.
So, I realized that my feelings was hurt, right? Because it stopped being. It's funny how spirituality can go out the window. It's funny how, like, God, you know, if it's for me, then give it to me. You know what I mean? If it's not for me, then I ain't tripping.
Right.
That's a lie.
Until it happens.
Because this flesh is filled with feelings and emotions that I have to deal with.
Right.
But I'm glad I have a book, a book of some instructions that help me to get or deal with this flesh that I live in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's cool though, cause I ain't mad. I'm just it turned into like a competitive thing. Like, he ain't better than me. You know, it's that type of thing. But truth of the matter is, he's just as skilled as I am. You know what I mean? In that art. You know, what I do, whatever, driving.
So what do you think
trucks.
What was the reason that they
They
chose
said
him?
he had more experience as far as years in regards to doing that particular job.
Okay.
Not there, but period. Overall.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, okay, cool. So what my supervisor was like, don't even worry about it, because I'm gonna get you where you try and go. We just gotta go another route.
Right.
And I'm all right with the route because it actually puts more stuff on my resume.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, all right, we can go with that. You know what I mean?
So is it safe to say that God has a plan, regardless of what your plan
is? It's always a plan. God always knows better.
Right.
His thoughts are not our thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And he already wrote my life out before I was even born. How about that one? So I'm just, for real, just trying to live it out to his will. You know what I mean? But it's somewhere between the connection and my thinking, it got deterred.
Yeah.
You know,
but it happens. I mean, it's normal.
It's cool.
You know, we're human.
You know, I'm just inviting y'all into my personal life audience. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool because I don't think I go through anything that don't nobody else go through. It's just a lot of people don't like to talk about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I try to be as transparent as possible. You know what I mean? It's on this show and in life, period. You walk up on me on the street, shoot, I might spill my guts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's important that people do that, honestly, because you need, especially when you have like a man, you know, somebody that people, you know, respect, somebody such as yourself, you know.
Word.
You know, speaking from a male perspective, sometimes when we share those types of thoughts, we're looked at as vulnerable.
Yeah.
Or, and in some cases, weak. When in actuality, it's not a sign of weakness to show those types of emotions, you know. So I appreciate you doing that, you know, and I commend you for it.
Oh,
for,
thank
you know, for sharing. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, people need to hear those types of things, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So what about you, AJ Throwback? Have you ever been passed up for a job that you deserved?
Or you feel like you deserved?
Huh. The only time that I can recall being passed up for a job, it was actually over at U.S. District Court, right across the street from where I work now.
That's right. Call their names.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna call them out. It's all good because, you know, the blessing in that, it was a higher paying position. At the time, they paid probably about $20,000 more than what I was getting at the time that, you know, I entered Superior Court. But the blessing in it is that with Superior Court as a courtroom clerk, you're not at the judge's will. So if a judge doesn't like you, they can't fire you.
Gotcha.
Only like your supervisor, your division, the head there, only they can be responsible for firing you.
Right.
But if you're at U.S. District Court and you're a courtroom clerk, and you're directly under the judge. So if a judge decides he wants to move on from you, he's the one who fires you. So yeah, I would have been making more money. And I'm the type of employee that I don't necessarily worry about stuff like that, but you never know when people decide, you know, they want to be persnickety about things.
Right.
You know, so it's like...
like the word.
I was going to let him finish. That's why I got him.
Persnickety.
I thought, you know, if a rap group came to my mind as soon as he said
Fushnickets,
right? You know what I'm saying? Law smooth. And he ain't got nothing to prove.
That's right.
Right. That's good stuff right there.
Yeah. So I got passed up for it, but it was a blessing in disguise.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I got hired for this job, but you know, I used to be in banking. I did banking for like 6 years, and I the job that they hired me for was actually one step below the job that they should have hired me for. I should have been hired as a supervisor, but they had me they didn't call it tellers. I forgot what they called it, but everybody at the branch did everything. It was an in-store branch, meaning the bank was actually inside of it was inside Shoppers Food Warehouse.
Okay.
So everybody did everything. We were open every day, Monday through Sunday, because that's the days the Shoppers was open, you know. Our hours were much longer than regular banking hours because, you know, we're trying to cater to the people coming in the Shoppers in the evening.
Absolutely.
So when I got there and they told me, they said, look, you're going to be like, they really tried to sell it on me too. They were like, listen, you're going to be like the heart and soul of the sales team. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not really here for selling. I'd been in banking for 2 years at that point. Yeah. And I was ready to just really start stepping up. It's like, all right, cool, but I'm gonna do what I have to do and work my way up. So when I got there, they started hiring all these other people. Yeah. And I wasn't getting a promotion. I wasn't getting a raise. I wasn't getting anything. But what was crazy, the managers, everybody they brought through there, the people that were on my level, the people that were one step below me, and the supervisor position that I should have been hired for, and the branch manager and then the sales manager, I trained the entire branch.
Man, that's the worst.
Yeah, I trained everybody. I was there for 2 years and I never got a raise. I never got a promotion. I never got a thank you. Ever. Yeah. I mean, and I'm gonna tell you the main reason that I wanted to thank you, especially from the guys that work there, because so I trained. All right, so the sales manager and the supervisor that had the position that I should have had. Yeah. When I trained these guys, you know what I did for them on lunch breaks? I took them to the strip club. I took them to the strip club on our lunch breaks.
Wow, that's a heck of a lunch break.
Exactly. You would think that these ungrateful tell me thank you. Tell me thank you, dog.
Like, I mean, you know, you Get a titty in your face for lunch.
Exactly. Who wouldn't want a titty in their face for lunch? Like, y'all gonna treat me, man, and then I got to go back to this crap and deal with this crap at this job. Like, man, this is crazy. And then now there was this girl. We about to take a turn now.
Oh boy.
There was this girl that worked in the back. I think we're Facebook friends. Whatever. Anyway, she sees it. She sees it.
At the end of the day, I said what I said.
Exactly. So, there was this girl in the back office, and I used to deal with her, and I ended up breaking her heart.
Okay.
But she was like the heart and soul of the bank. Everybody loved her.
Okay.
So when I did that to her, everybody hated me. So
therein lies your problem.
Yeah, well, the other problem. I mean, they already weren't doing me right, you know. So now, so then I remember thinking, and I'm going to bring this back around to the blessing because both of you all were talking about how there were blessings there. So, so as things got harder and harder for me there, because I didn't like the people I was working with, and I didn't like anybody in any other branch. I didn't like the people in the back office. Nobody liked me, and I didn't like them. And I was like, cool, whatever. I'm okay with being the pariah.
Right.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So, but I was also starting to become unhappy. And I remember talking to my mother one day, and I said, "Mom, I'm ready to get out of here." I was confused because up until that point, every time I applied for a job, I always got it.
Yeah.
And now I'm going on all of these different job interviews, and nobody's hiring me. So my mother said to me, she said, "God has something at this job for you." I didn't want to hear that. Yeah. What I wanted to hear was, all right, God got you next week. He going to get you up out of there. You're going to get a great job making all kind of money in a position that you deserve. Well, I was like, all right, kind of shut down. I was at work, and I told my sales manager when he did the scheduling, I said, me and the assistant manager, we do not get along at all. We do not like each other, and she stinks. Do not ever schedule us together, because there were times when there would only be 2 people at the branch.
Okay.
I said, do not ever schedule us together, ever, when it's just the 2 of us. If it's 3 people, cool. Right. I got somebody else to talk to, but don't ever schedule just me and her together. He scheduled me and her together. I walked in there, I had to smell her. It was, when I tell you, this woman smelled like death. It was horrible. So I'm sitting there.
That smelled while being forced to perform your job in the workplace.
Yeah.
That's the next
on the next Breakout Kings Radio.
Right.
So I'm sitting there frustrated, not wanting to be there. And I said, I'll be back.
What'd you say, Ryan?
I said, I don't know what I said.
What'd you say?
I said, I'll be back.
Right.
So I was about to go to the bathroom. She said, where you going? I said, I'll be back. She said, where you going? I said, I'll be back. She said, where you going? I said, to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Yeah.
She said, okay, that's all I wanted to know. Whatever. I started going to the bathroom, right? This guy was standing there. He said, hey, young brother, you got to let him know where you're going. I said, no, I don't. He said, yes, you do. I said, no, I don't. I said, listen, she's just trying to pull rank. I do this every day. I say, I'll be back. Nobody questions me. And I go on about my business. He said, you got to let him know where you're going. He said, check this out. If you maintain complete control over yourself first, then you can control any and everything around you. I said, all right. Walked off. I took about 7 steps, and that hit me. And I was like, fool. I turned around, and I went, and at this point, he had slipped out. He was outside at this point. I ran him down outside. I said, listen, man, you have no idea what you just did for me. And I honestly went from one of the lowest points in my life to one of the highest points in my life in a matter of seconds. And shortly after that, I found another job. And it goes back to what my mother was saying. She said, God has something at this job for you. So
it was that word.
It was that word. It was not only that word. I had to endure all that I was enduring up to that point as well. And then end it with that word. Okay. And then get up out of there too. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we finally get to the point of his story. I know it took a little minute. I'm glad you begged with us. You had the people, saying, go on, watch us for a minute, come off, watch again. But you finally got it.
I was waiting for that.
So good.
I had to talk for two people because Coach Taylor ain't here. And as long as he ain't here, he's an asshole. As a matter of fact, when he does get here, he's still an asshole. For what we gonna do now? Take another break.
That's right.
We're gonna play some music and we'll be right back.
Absolutely. Breakout Kings Radio.
Ryan Lucas. Things ain't all as it seems.
Pictures of ramps in her phone wallpaper. Marching downtown, moving through skyscrapers. Years of hard labor, many reasons to quit. She lived life, couldn't find the meaning in it. Habits she couldn't kick, baby girl getting sick. Strategies won't commit, Lord's raising that rent. She was searching for wisdom, all she hear is gossip. Like eating soup, trying to use chopsticks. Flashbacks to tragedy, steps from insanity. Ex-boyfriends really showing their humanity. Covers up in vanity, don't like herself. Folding up on the cards that her life had dealt. Some days she does well, but her nights are hell. Burdened down by the secret she don't like to tell. Two hands, two choices, and a cry for help. Clinging to Gramps' pick as the knife is held.
Even when I'm blind and I can't see, and the world seems something scary, you come to my mind and you say to me, things ain't all as it seems. Even when I'm blind and I can't see, and the world seems something scary, you come to my mind and you say to me, things ain't all as it seems.
She laid in the room all day, no windows, hidden under covers, color tabbing on the pillow. Calls from the kinfolk, future in the limbo. Showed up, liquor on the breath, then sent home. Under all pressure, undiagnosed syndrome. Doctor left a message yesterday about the lymph nodes. Heart's been caught in the core with the thin coat. Even with the sun dark, seem monumental. Grandma says, you have the strength to continue. Grandma says, it's just the story that you've been through. Grandma says, it'll work how it's supposed to. No need to apologize for being you. Disappointment builds determination. Trust the process when the season's changing. Find a smile even when you swim upstream. And remember, it ain't really all what it seems.
Even when I'm blind and I can't see, and the world seems something scary, you come to my mind and you say to me, things ain't all as it seems. Even when I'm blind and I can't see, and the world seems something scary, you come to my mind and you say to me, things ain't all as it seems.
Even when I'm blind and I can't see, and the world seems something scary, you come to my mind and you say to me, things ain't all that it seems.
Even when I'm blind and I can't see, and the world seems something scary, you come to my mind and you say to me, things ain't all as it seems.
Be aware of who you are. You have talent and skill and ability that's uniquely yours that doesn't belong to anybody else. What is your vision? How do you see yourself? What is your mission? Why were you born? What is your passion? I was 40 years old when I found out why I was born. But everything in the other decades led me up to what I'm doing now. 40 years old. If you're not 40 years old and you're wondering what in the world am I made for, hang on, baby.
Independent artists, get your music heard right here on Breakout Kings Radio. Email breakoutkingsradio@gmail.com. Instagram at Breakout Kings Radio and on Twitter at Break Kings Radio.
Cash Money AP.
CLS. Hey, my mama told me, baby boy, you need to change. She know I'm solid, know I'm rockin' with the gang. I got knowledge in my head I can't contain. I'm from a city where them niggas like to bang. I ride for mine, cause I know they do the same. I'm trying to make it out the storm, out the rain. Rest in peace to Big B, shit ain't the same. You could look us in the eyes and see the pain. I'ma ride for my blood, for my cousin. We see they A's, we hop out and get the bussin'. They really heard me when he died, they ain't do nothing. Don't rap about it if you pussy niggas bluffin'. Never snitch, never fold, that's the code. They throw that time at them, niggas get exposed. I put my life up on the line and hit the road. But would your niggas do the same? You never know. I told my niggas we gon' make it, just be patient. And if they try us, we gon' turn them to a patient. I'm from a city, when you win it, they be hating. I'm strapped up, I'ma take them on a vacation. I stick and move like I'm Kodak in my groove. Stick and move, you put in work, then you better keep a tool. I can't pretend, all this shit come from within. I did that shit and now I do that shit again. My mama told me, baby boy, you need to change. She know I'm solid, know I'm rockin' with the gang. I got knowledge in my head I can't contain. I'm from a city where them niggas like to bang. I ride for mine, cause I know they do the same. I'm trying to make it out the storm, out the rain. Rest in peace to Big B, shit ain't the same. You could look us in the eyes and see the pain. Cancer took my Uncle Kenny. He told me he was fighting that when he was talking with me. Yeah, everybody prayed, everybody prayed. He still died, I hope everybody keep the faith. Yeah, fuck the prosecutor, we just beat the case. Police jumped out, got the geek and I was running away. The judge say you free to go, you should've seen the face. I put in work so it's on me when I'm around the way. Hey, ease my mind, get OG, call O'Kenny. Yeah, that my fam, man, he right around the city. Trying to get heavy in the studio, chasing benches. Yeah, that my blood, I never play with 50. Mama say you got the knowledge, baby, give it to him. But niggas try and play, we gon' have to give it to him. Don't let shit slide, nigga, we gon' do him. Fuck your dead, man. Hey, my mama told me, baby boy, you need to change. She know I'm solid, know I'm rockin' with the gang. I got knowledge in my head I can't contain. I'm from a city where them niggas like to bang. I ride for mine, cause I know they do the same. I'm trying to make it out the storm, out the rain. Rest in peace to Big B, shit ain't the same. You could look us in the eyes and see the pain.
Let's get back to Coach Taylor, Ransom Relic, Gangsta B, and AJ Throwback on Breakout Kings Radio on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
And we're back. Still no Coach Taylor, though. Dag, I hope he's listening. Really hope he's listening. Well,
yeah, man.
We gonna move on, though.
Keep it moving.
Yeah,
that's right.
Keep it moving. And I think.
Hold up, so we gonna keep it moving.
We gonna keep it moving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. We gonna keep it moving with this right here.
And now here's the brother with all the jewels and trust. He didn't go to Jared. It's time for B
from within.
A minute.
You know what I'm saying? It sounds like the horns of a champion.
Regal.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know what that means. But it went together. It went in together. Yes. You understand me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People should probably tune in right now if they trying to, get a nugget.
Yeah, get some gems.
You know what I mean? No, we ain't even gonna say a nugget, right? Because we just trying to plant seeds.
Mm-hmm.
You just plant a seed to be cultivated and watered. You know what I'm saying? How about this, right? And I got this one from Farrakhan, right? The most hypocrite. But anyway, so
You can still drop a few though.
He drops, yeah. He get that. I just told you, I got this one from Farrakhan, right?
Oh yeah.
He say, first of all, he was talking about how nowadays children aren't taught, you know, to learn how to, you know, grow plants and grow vegetables and things of that nature. But in that ideal, he was saying that, you know, in order for you to have fertile soil, it has to be cultivated, right? Once the ground or the soil is cultivated, right? Then you could plant your seeds. See, Tony, that's one of them. I see where you going, gangster.
Yes, sir.
So, in order for the that's one of my favorite instrumentals too.
That excites you a little bit, bro.
Oh man, and the next one. I'm cheating because I'm looking out the corner of my eye, right? But back to what I was saying, right? So look, right? So once the seed starts to grow, you know what I'm saying? You know, it starts to blossom into whatever fruit that seed bears. You dig what I'm saying? So in order for, like for me, what cultivated me was the path that I chose in life. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we born sinners or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? We born foolish, if you will. We born with no knowledge of God. That's just how it is. And you gotta be cultivated. God cultivated me, right? So during the way or the process of cultivation, you know what I'm saying? And you know, how do you know when soil is good? When it got worms in it. So so worms in flesh would suggest that flesh is dead. So I guess in the cultivation process, you know what I'm saying, it was, you know, them seeds started to plant, you know what I'm saying, started to drop into my spirit along the way, you know what I mean, to this point in my life. So you know what I mean, I took that and was able to use that as a tool to be open-minded to my journey, the things that was going on during my journey, the good, bad, the indifferent, you know what I'm saying? So that brings me to this scripture right here. We're gonna talk about 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 12 through 13. Right?
My favorite passages.
And it says, coming out of New Living Translation, it says, if you think you are standing strong, be careful not to fall. Be careful not to fall. Right? The temptations in your life are no different from what others experience. You know what I'm saying? As God is faithful, and God is faithful, I'm sorry. He will not allow the temptation to be more than what you can stand. When you are tempted, he will show you a way out so that you can endure. You know what I'm saying? And I just think about all the times he gave me a way out and I ain't take it. Why didn't I take it? Because I was doing what felt good in my flesh, so I thought. The worms. Cultivation. I was being cultivated. And it's funny how I'll cultivate. He'll allow my mistakes to cultivate me. He allowed my mistakes to cultivate me. And then he started planting these seeds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fruits of the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Different scriptures, different passages. You know what I'm saying? But I first had to say yes to Christ.
Right.
Hold up. I'm sorry. That's the first thing. Before even the cultivation starts. I had to say yes to Christ. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna sit back and listen to this instrumental, and I'm gonna let y'all elaborate, right?
Well, first I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, I was just looking at the speaker.
I got a question. So when you say first you had to say yes, what was the question?
Will I accept Christ into my life as my Lord and Savior?
Right, and then everything else made sense.
Yeah.
Didn't get easy.
Nah.
In some instances, probably got harder.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But it made sense though.
The worms.
Yeah, the worms. The worms made sense. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that goes back to the conversation we were just having. You know, and you know, God moves in His own way and does certain things, man. And one thing about vegetation, I was explaining to somebody one time. They were a little frustrated because things weren't working out the way they wanted to, and I said, you know what? If you plant seeds during a season that it's not time for that particular crop to grow, it's not going to grow.
Right.
So you got to wait until it's that fertile soil.
Yeah.
For that particular crop, for your particular crop, and those worms. Those worms, you just gonna sit there and enjoy the beat?
I'm gonna hear you.
Okay.
And those worms, go ahead.
Those worms, yeah, man. Those worms are important, you know, to that vegetation and that soil, and it's very important to plant seeds at the right time.
Like I'm getting a visual of the worms, and if you think about worms, a lot of times most people like they'll think about it and they'll think discomfort. Like, you know, a worm is slimy, you know, kind of like yucky.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're looking at it from a spiritual perspective, that's straight. I always think about the taking off the old man and putting on the new.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going from the flesh to the spirit. You know, so it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to deal with them worms.
Right. Yes, sir.
You know, in order for something better to grow. You know.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of worms, so I just really started fishing this past summer, and I don't look to me to be deep right now. I'm not about to be deep.
It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. I'm just thinking about fishing.
Yeah. So I went last summer. No, the summer before last. It was like for the first time officially. You know, I had a friend take me and my son. I didn't catch anything. My son caught stuff. You know, but this time I baited the hook for the first time.
Okay.
And you know, my friend was showing me how to do that. Man, to rip the worm in half. Man, that was disgusting. I just wanted to say that, man. That's I mean, I got used to it, man, but like I'm just ripping a living thing in half. You know, I mean, and then it continues to move. Like I was like, it's disgusting, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. Fishing is cool and everything, but I'm from the city, and like, so I'm like, man, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I went fishing, I had been looking forward to going fishing for probably up to that point. I'd say about 20 years, maybe more, because I always wanted to go fishing with my dad, and I never did. But I went fishing for the first time on it's actually a destination wedding, and we were in Mexico, and it was like maybe, I don't know, like 10, 20 of us. We went on a boat or whatever, and like I said, it was my first time, and it's like I'm dealing with fish. I'm dealing with like fish blood, guts, and all that type of stuff. And you know, I think some people, they would get a little queasy with stuff like that for the first time, but me, you know, it was I felt like I was meant to do that because like my whole life I had been looking forward to it. So all of the process of what it took to actually fish, even dealing with the worms or you know, all of that stuff, I was willing to deal with it because I had waited so long to do it that I was willing to deal with the process in order to get to that point. Right. You know, to enjoy the experience of fishing.
There's a word in that.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's a message in that.
Yeah.
Like,
Cause like how bad do you want it?
Exactly.
Whatever that it is.
Exactly.
You know.
Yep. I mean, you especially when you waited for so long, and then it's right there in front of you, and then it's like, here's the work that goes into it. There's literally blood, sweat.
Yes.
And I'm sure on the fish's part or the worm's part, tears. You know, I mean,
and it was hot out that mug, so definitely was sweat.
Exactly. You know,
right in the middle of the ocean, it's 75 degrees, sun beaming down on our heads, covered in blood and guts and stuff like that, and I didn't even care.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yep. So like it's like once when you're waiting for so long for something, once it's right there, and there's work to be done, are you willing to do it? To achieve what you want? Man, look what you did, B. You did this thing has grown legs. But hey, all you did was just plant them seeds and look what it's sprouted, man.
Sit back and just watch it. Sit back and watch your money grow. I mean, you know, I'm just saying. But the whole thing about it is that being, first of all, God recognizing. Because I remember being in that place, I was like, God, please help me. You know, I accepted Christ in my life as a child, but as an adult, you know what I'm saying? Having to say, God, please help me, for real.
Right.
With the tear in your eyes, you know, you somewhere, you're in a state of desperation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being a derelict and in a behaving with in a degradative. You know
it's a word today.
You know
it's a word today.
In the degradative, you know what I mean, mind state and behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, you know, being cultivated. It was right up my alley. You know what I'm saying? Right up my alley. So I'm just thankful, man. You know, I'm thankful. Regardless, man. You know, all the mistakes and all that, man. I was just, man. When I talk about God and my testimonial, you remember on The Corner record by Common, and the guy said, "My testimonial to freedom." You know what I mean? That's what, you know, that's how I feel about it, though. You know what I mean? My testimonial.
Yeah.
You know, from the corner. I used to hang out on the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Used to hang out on the corner.
I remember on,
I think we all used to hang out on the corner.
On one of Slim Thug records, he had a joint called Dope Man. He said, Dope Man. I'm the toast man. I'm on the block like an old coke can. Ain't that something? I can relate to that. I remember, you know, the little crook stepped on flat coke can on the curb right there.
Yeah, that's a good visual right there.
Be on there just like it.
But what are you now? You went from a crushed up coke can to what now?
To something shiny.
Like Sprite?
Something shiny, like something fluorescent.
Okay.
I feel fluorescent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fluorescent.
You know what I'm saying?
What kind of drink is that?
That's the water of life. You know what I'm saying? That's the water. You know what I mean? That I don't. You could get baptized in it, drink it, whatever, but you probably take it and internalize it. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
Some cold water.
Right. Speaking of water, I'm thirsty. So I'm about to go get me some water. And we're going to take a break so I can go get me some water.
Right.
We will be right back. Breakout Kings Radio.
Absolutely.
WinDC Radio brings to you the app. Yes, the app is now available on your Google Play and your App Store, on your iPhone or your Android, any of your pads that you might be using. Be it if it's an iPad, iPad mini, or if you have a Samsung Note, doesn't matter what you have, any mobile device, you can get the app so you can listen where you're at to WinDC Radio.
Foreplay the Orgasm Show. I am your host, Hot Toddy, along with the Turn Up team, Miss Lolly and Showtime. Foreplay the Orgasm Show is each and every Tuesday night from 8 to 10, bringing you the sexy slow jams with very adult interactive conversation, only on WinDC Radio.
Let's enjoy the ride. Tuesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on WinDC Radio.
Hey, this is Oscar D, the big old black Ric Flair, and make sure y'all tune in to Slick Talk with Oscar D each and every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WinDC Radio, powered by GoWin.media. Learn to love it, cause it's the best thing going. Woo!
Hey family, it's your man CJ. I want you right now to check this out.
DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Join everybody's best friend, favorite uncle, and big brother, Go-Go Legend, and DC's own Blow Your Horn CJ. Right here on WinDCRadio.com. He's recorded and performed sax solos with EU, Little Benny and the Master, Reds and the Boys, the Mighty Peacemakers, the legendary DJ Cool, and Shady Groove.
DC, Maryland, and Virginia, everybody's talking about GoWinMedia.com. Newly minted gospel series called Big Brother CJ Go Win Gospel Show. You can check it out every Sunday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon with Go-Go Legend, Blow Your Horn CJ Baby, breaking off the best head-bobbing jams, mixed with a powerful spoken word, special guests, and big giveaways, and so much more. Right here on WinDC Radio, powered by GoWinMedia.com, in conjunction with CJ Jones Audio Productions. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tune in this Sunday and get your praise on.
Ooh, might make your head blow off.
Man, look, y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy, Gerard Street Garvey, and my DJ, Kid Cannon. And when we together, you know what it is. Grind Season Radio, each and every Wednesday from 8 to 10 on WinDC Radio. Don't forget it. Yeah.
Plug Radio, breathing life back into radio. Sexy hosts, parties 411, free giveaways, celebrity interviews, the worldwide turn up before the turn up. Every Saturday at 8 to 10 p.m. on the WinDC Radio app. Plug it.
Ready for more shenanigans? It's time to get back to the Kings of Monday Night. It's Breakout Kings Radio, only on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
And we are back.
Are we back?
Yeah, we back.
We are.
Yep. How you say back like we left something?
Right back like we left something
But
in
we
here.
didn't.
But we, you know, if you was going to say it, you just say it.
I mean, you normally say like we left something and then I chime in with what we didn't know. I mean, that's, but
it's all good.
It was said, and that's all that really matters, right?
Absolutely.
That's right. That's all that matters. So let's move on again.
Right.
Say this though, Coach Taylor ain't here. What you got for us, AJ Throwback?
I got this right here.
Tony's alert.
Tony's alerting something. Tony like to alert people. Tony always got the siren trying to alert the people.
That's right. That's right.
Always alerted.
It's always called for.
He alerted somebody. Tony.
Oh man. So, I guess this is kind of random, but not really. So, me and the missus, we were coming back from Pennsylvania. We was up there for Thanksgiving, like maybe a week and a half ago. And one of my favorite, in fact, hold up, I just remembered something. I'm going to still tell the story. So, we had a conversation, we've had several conversations over the years about like soundtracks, movie soundtracks or whatever. And so we had been talking up the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. And we listened to it on the way back. And before I even get to my thoughts about it, so I saw a meme on Facebook. And so they had a picture that said which movie had the best soundtrack. So they had Dead Presidents, Car Wash, Waiting to Exhale, Love Jones, Claudine, Above the Rim, New Jack City, Boys in the Hood, and Purple Rain. Out of all those nine, there are a lot of great soundtracks
in that selection.
A lot.
but they not great. Oh, I'm sorry. Off Bucks, I can give you top 5. I'm hoping he about to ask that question.
Well, yeah, that's the warm up. That's the warm up. So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
it's all good, and you don't even have to. Even if when we get there, you don't even got to pick from those.
Oh my goodness.
But so on the status that I saw, I still picked, and I've felt this way since I say about 96. So for the past 21 years, I have felt like Waiting to Exhale is my favorite soundtrack that I've ever heard in my life. And I'm going to tell you why. First and foremost, it features production from one of my favorite producers of all time in Babyface. Front to back, produced the whole thing. Every song, you could play it front to back, don't have to skip any songs. Not only does it feature some of the best singers, I mean, you got, on the same album, you got Whitney Houston, Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, Shantae Moore, Toni Braxton, Faith, CeCe Winans, TLC, SWV, like Aretha Franklin. Wow. You have all of these greats on one soundtrack produced by one person. And if you know anything about Babyface, like I know anything about Babyface, Mary J. Blige, cannot forget Mary J. Blige, because Not Gonna Cry.
You know what? And you know what? You almost got fired just now for not mentioning.
Oh, you know I had to mention her because
oh my goodness,
you know Babyface had her in the studio just like he had everybody else that was on that soundtrack in the studio, and he pulled every bit of the skill that she has, every bit of the talent she has out of her, and emotion more than anything, to sing that song with conviction like she wrote the song. And that's the beauty.
You think he Ike Turnered her?
I would hope not.
You better put some stink on this one. Bring
He
it from
probably
way
did,
up
though.
in here.
He probably did, though.
You better get it from way up in there.
But, you know, like, it's funny because I'm juxtaposing this with Purple Rain, because that was the second thought that I had. And I'm going to tell you why I pick it over Purple Rain. It's not by much, it's by Froghead. But the reason I pick it over Purple Rain is because I don't necessarily feel like Purple Rain is Prince's best album. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, just granted, Purple Rain is a great album.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love that album. It would be number 2 on my list.
Okay.
But again, this is Babyface's best work that he's done on anybody. Because if you go back to the Tender Lover album, which is a good album, if you go to any of the Toni Braxton albums, which are good albums, you go back to the Deal albums. Really the best Deal album is the Eyes of a Stranger, with 2 Occasions, Shoot 'em Up movies, you know, all of that on it. But even all of that, stuff he's done for Johnny Gill, stuff he's done for Karen White, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But in terms of an entire body of work, like one project where he produced it front to back, nothing's messing with that. You know, nothing that he's done on anybody in his catalog is messing with that.
I got one record that'll blow your whole Waiting to Exhale soundtrack out the water.
Come on with it.
We Are the World. Bust that, throw that whole drain of, you know what I mean? Now you talking about Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Paul McCartney, and others. You know what I mean?
It's all.
What you talking about right now? Who's this guy right here? But nah, it's all good.
You make a very strong case for that.
What, We Are the World or We Wait Next Day?
Not We Are the World. I'm talking about a whole.
Because We Are the World.
We are the world, but
and the children.
That's right.
We are the ones who make a brighter day.
So let's start giving.
Let's start to give.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something funny. Then we're gonna get back to what you were saying. When I was younger, I thought they were saying something about Thanksgiving. At that point, when they said something, let's start giving, I thought they were saying something about Thanksgiving.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
you was hungry. That's what it was.
That's probably what it was,
I was
man.
one of them little kids that I was like 5 years old when that came out. That's crazy. But go ahead though. What was your question? What's our top 5 soundtrack?
You don't even have to go top 5. You can if you want to.
He asked it though. I'm the one who really asked.
But that's but
third person.
You knew.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to ask.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Because he's the good Reverend Doctor.
On this side of the table. You understand?
It's a vibe.
But so you ain't give us your other 3 though. If we're gonna go top, what we going top 5 or what?
Well, I just picked one. I just picked my one.
Then I'm going to pick 2 then.
I can
just make it interesting.
Okay.
Pick 3 more.
All right,
come on, man.
I can definitely say Purple Rain.
Hold on, are we going greatest soundtracks or soundtracks we think are great?
Favorite. I always talk in terms of favorite.
All right, cool.
So, like I said, Waiting to Exhale is number 1.
Okay, go ahead.
Purple Rain's number 2.
Purple Rain.
What other soundtracks was I really? Soul Food. The Soul Food soundtrack. That'd be my number 3. That was a good soundtrack. That's a really good soundtrack. They mentioned Above the Rim. I probably have to put Above the Rim in my top 5. I used to listen to that soundtrack all the time. It would probably, I don't know if I put it at 4. And I don't know if Dead Presidents would be number 4. That Dead Presidents soundtrack, man.
Thinking, okay, because I'm listening to Tony, right?
Yeah.
And I'm feeling where you coming from, because all of these soundtracks were from movies that had good messages, for one, and movies that, you know what I'm saying, brought out emotion while you watched it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I'm like, he listens to all this sucker stuff, but then I was like, no, because Tony, I know Tony like, you know what I'm saying, and what have you. So I have to say, soundtracks. I gotta go to Superfly.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? I gotta go to Superfly. I gotta go to Superfly soundtrack.
That's got to be in my top 5. Got to.
I gotta go to, and this 70s coming on up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got 2 that kind of rank the same from the 70s. You got the Mac soundtrack.
Oh yeah, Willie Hutch.
And the soundtrack, the Miseducation of Sonny Carson soundtrack. I agree with Claudine, because Gladys Knight, she did that thing with a Curtis Mayfield production, may I might add.
That's right.
And he produced the whole album in such and such. How about he produced Claudine Drain, and he did a whole host of others, but we just gonna keep it on Claudine and Superfly.
But you know what? To that point,
come on.
I will give you, if you made the argument for Superfly above Waiting to Exhale, for the same reason I said Waiting to Exhale, because Superfly, let me tell it, that's Curtis Mayfield's best work.
Okay.
Let me tell it.
We can go with that.
Yeah.
We can go with that. And then I gotta throw Above the Rim in there.
I love that soundtrack.
And as far as coming up off of that, I'm About It soundtrack.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
That's what
About It. And let me put this out there though. I don't really, back when P came out, they had some good records, but I really wasn't a No Limit fan all the way. I had my picks out of the roster.
Most people did.
You know what I'm saying? It's probably like 2 or 3 maybe. You know what I'm saying? But out of that was a good soundtrack for that little movie they did. You know what I'm saying? And then, and you know what? I don't even want to say Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm being honest,
but not to say they weren't good, but they just, I don't know.
They weren't strong enough as entire soundtracks.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like they had a lot of good songs on them.
I only bought the soundtrack to listen to a couple of records.
Me
right?
too.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of them.
Because if I was to go Menace to Society, I have to go with, straight up Menace. I have to go with the Trigger, Spice One joint.
Yeah, man, Spice One.
Brand Nubian joint. Lick them mother effers. I had to go with KRS-One drink. The P is still free. You know what I'm saying? And Pocket Full of Stones. You know what I'm saying?
Stones, man.
Pocket Full of Stones. You know what I'm saying?
I love sitting up here with y'all because I know y'all music, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it ain't just hip hop. It's R&B. It's that classic R&B, that the oldies, man. I mean, it's.
Hold up, my wife says. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you. My wife says Love Jones soundtrack, Brown Sugar soundtrack.
Yeah, Brown Sugar. That was a good soundtrack.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's a good
them was
pick.
some good ones.
Yeah.
Them was some good picks. My love. You understand?
All right. So Above the Rim is number one for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, my tape broke. That's how many times.
Me too.
I listened.
Me too. I had to buy a CD.
Yeah. And then I said I don't have 5. I'm gonna tell you something though. You changed my mind about that whole Waiting to Exhale thing, because I'm gonna tell you why. I didn't know that Babyface produced the entire album. I had no idea. So
What
that
does this
kind
mean?
of that kind of does something for me there
Produced a lot of
with
stuff.
that one, you know. But House Party.
Oh, you a bam.
The House Party soundtrack, man.
Nah, man.
I loved that House Party soundtrack.
was actually pretty good, though.
The only record I like off a House Party soundtrack was when they did they battle. You know what I'm saying? They did that beat to that. That was tight. When they did,
Oh, you talking about
did they little battle?
You talking about Full Force record? Ain't My Type of Hype?
Nah.
You mean when they were at the party and
they
Kid and Play was dancing versus Teacher Campbell and I forgot the other.
Was it the dance battle or the rap battle?
The rap battle.
Oh, the rap battle.
Oh, I forget what. Yeah. I know. Okay.
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah. I like that.
That joint. That's the only thing I can think of. I liked. Off that. I like the movie. Don't get them. I grew up on it.
That soundtrack was hot, man. Get out of here.
You a bam.
All right, I got a question for this next one though. Are we counting American Gangster as a soundtrack?
Yeah, it's a movie. Yeah. Hold up. Which one? The American Gangster soundtrack or Jay-Z's American? Nah.
No.
That
It's not technically the soundtrack.
All right.
Yeah. That don't count.
It was inspired by the movie, but
Right.
they had a separate soundtrack with Anthony Hamilton and like some other people on it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, in
And
that
then
case,
on
I'm
top of
stop
that-
with those 3.
But on top of that, they had records. That's why I like Dead Presidents, but they weren't actually songs made for the movie.
I get
The songs were some songs that were compiled or made already for another
That's true.
purpose or other albums. You know what I'm saying? And they put these songs relate to this. Nah. I mean, I feel them.
I feel where you're coming from on that.
I mean,
I feel
you have
You want a connection between your soundtrack and your movie.
Specific songs made for that movie.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I respect
And
that.
the reason why, no, not the reason, but added on reason that I wasn't even going to bring up, but the Mac and Superfly are the most sampled soundtracks in the history of sampling soundtracks.
They are. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We could even go with James Brown joint.
I know what you're talking about.
To be the boss.
Yeah,
joint.
I know what you're talking about.
I forgot the name of it.
Cause I know wasn't down out in New York in that joint on that joint. Down out in New York
forgot.
City.
I think so.
Yeah, I forget the name of that soundtrack.
I know
though.
he had that record, Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And then it go on into. But anyhow.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should. I want to go research some songs. So
y'all see how excited
since
I
I'ma do
got?
that- Yeah, I see.
I like talking about music. You
So
know
we
what I mean?
we gonna take a break so we can calm
For
you
those
down.
who, if you didn't know already,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we gonna
Breakout
take a break
Kings
so we can calm
Radio.
you down. You want to do it?
This is Breakout Kings Radio.
This is Breakout Kings Radio. You're absolutely right.
Indeed.
Win DC Radio.
Win DC Radio as well.
Sponsored by
GoWin.media.
Media.
We'll be back.
got a jug. Breaking grams down and twist the backwood. In the city, caught a tank, but still I'm rolling. And you cannot stop the wave, cause we so focused. If the system's like it is, I got a jug. Breaking grams down and twist the backwood. In the city, caught a tank, but still I'm rolling. And you cannot stop the wave, cause we so focused. Ay, man, it's a new day, just another day to get the loot. Just another day for police to pull out and shoot, but they gon' lock us up, they catch us with the pistol. Right or wrong, it ain't no love, come get your issue, man. We cannot pretend. My back against the wall, we going in, I want the Benz. Cause public transportation, we was in some dividends. I pray she see the work that I put in. And if I don't get rich, then we be better off as friends. Took the pen and jotted what I had on my mind. I'm like Common Hov and Yeezy, all them niggas combined. We in a race for this paper, some Mexicans is my neighbors. So you cannot build a wall, nigga, give me my acres. If the system's like it is, I got a truck. Breaking grams down and twist the backwood. In the city, caught a tank, but still I'm rolling. And you cannot stop the wave, cause we so focused. If the system's like it is, I got a jug. Breaking grams down and twist the backwood. In the city, caught a tank, but still I'm rolling. And you cannot stop the wave, cause we so focused.
The church is pimping God, non-profits pimp a cause. They pass collection plates, but if the pastor's skipping off, I don't believe in man, I do believe in God. Even if they treat me strange, I know I'll defeat the odds. Fill out applications if a nigga need a job. They discriminate, and so my race, I leave it off. Where I'm from, you look up in the skies to see the stars. Columbia Road ain't Hollywood Boulevard. How you follow other people and don't follow your heart. Hope you eat off your creation, cause you can't swallow your art. You can't win if you don't start. You can't swim without no sharks. They told me no twice. I turned that shit into my Noah's Ark.
If
Nigga,
the system's like it is, I got a jug. Breaking grams down and twist the backwood. In the city, caught a tank, but still I'm rolling. And you cannot stop the wave, cause we so focused. If the system's like it is, I got a jug. Breaking grams down and twist the backwood. In the city, caught a tank, but still I'm rolling. And you cannot stop the wave, cause we so focused.
My money rolling backwards, pulling out of work, so I'm back to jugging. Niggas cooking, I ain't talking culinary. No 9 to 5, it's hard to survive, that shit gets scary. In the same week I lost my girl, my man got buried. Talking tough times, and it just hit January. Still got a long way to go, oh Lord, please save my soul. Stuffing weed in my bowl, I hope it baptized my soul. I shot about the country road, right into the city lights. I rode the blues like city bikes, got rid of bad days and shitty nights. Like Adidas got heavy stripes, mixed the Sprite with pints of app. The system out of order, needs some order, yeah. Had to jump up on this remix so the youngins here.
If the system's like it is, I got a jug. Breaking grams down and twist the backwood. In the city, caught a tank, but still I'm rolling. And you cannot stop the wave, cause we so focused. If the system's like it is, I got a jug. Breaking grams down and twist the backwood. In the city, caught a tank, but still I'm rolling. And you cannot stop the wave, cause we so focused.
Think you've got the hottest project the streets need to hear? Want an honest opinion about it? Email the team at breakoutkingsradio@gmail.com and hear our review right here on Breakout Kings Radio, only on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
J-Heat, Sweet Niche, let's go.
Say
ride or die. She fuck with me cause I'm flying high. Ain't nobody flies I see. I got the frequent fly miles. I've been doing this for a while. I got a different type of style. See me, I be high above the clouds, and I told that 40 cal, baby, could you hold it down? Southbound, long trips out of town. Shopping malls, dropping stacks, food court, shopping bags. Baby, how that sound? We Bonnie and Clyde, we get it in and out. I play quarterback, and mommy, she run the route. I toss her that work, and she take it to the house. We kick it like fourth down. After we hit this loud, we shopping in Georgetown. I'm rocking some fresh foam, she Christian Dior down. I probably keep her around, lil' mama, she hold it down. Secret, I know I get a lot of chicks, which make it hard for me to live like a monogamous. But every nigga know you need that one bottom bitch that don't run out, that love is bottomless. Not the one that love me only cause I'm ballin', bitch. You love the lifestyle, that shit is obvious. She love the ambience, addicted to the audience. She running game like a nigga got no common sense. But giving brain, you would've swore she was a college chick. I mean, she polished it, that shit astonishing. Just so she could get a piece of my accomplishments. Although the head good, that just ain't my kind of chick. So when I peeped that, you know I had to call it quits. Plus if my girl found out, she'd have a fit. So I dropped her off, then I called my chick. Yo, I said, yo, for your love, it ain't no competition.
Independent music, the hottest topics. This is Breakout Kings Radio on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
Looking at you while I'm stroking you. E-U-S-S-Y. Said, oh, I'm a big girl, get comfortable. Think I'm playing, I ain't Jonesing you. Loves it when I'm all inside her. Sticky situations when I dive in. Venus flytrap got me locked in. Oh. You did your parlay back, it's my turn. get comfortable. Think I'm playing, I ain't jonesing you. Tell me what it's gonna be, what you need, girl. Eat it up, have you open, watch those feet curl. Put the baby hood on and let it seep in. Ain't afraid to dive in and baby deep in. Tell me how you miss me inside. Nobody ride like you do. I just wanna fuck tonight, do that body right. Let that pain subside till we're through. Remember when I had you spread eagle in the room, catching your reflection, hear the moaning of your soul. The way you ride, can't deny. She curves just right, all the time. Thinking about turning you out. How you take the stick in your mouth, bitch tripping out. I'm interested to see what it's about, see what it's about. Want you to say my name. S-S-Y. Putting it down like I'm supposed to do. Looking at you and I'm stroking you. S-S-Y. Sit on my bed, girl, get comfortable. Think I'm playing, I ain't jonesing you.
Welcome back to Breakout Kings Radio on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
And we are back. Like we left something, right, Gangsta B?
Right back.
But we didn't.
Word.
Coach Taylor still ain't here. But whatever. Hey, Gangsta B, you brought up a real interesting topic.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, man.
What did I say?
You tell me, man. You tell the people what you just brought up, man.
So since this guy's hat, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about Joyner Lucas
Mm-hmm.
and his "I'm Not a Racist" song / video, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the most detailed concepts or one of the detailed observations or more detailed. Come on, give me some words, throwback. Give me a word or two, man. Intricate records ever written in regards to race, black and white, African American, Caucasian.
Right.
Because when I first turned it on, first of all, I never even heard of the guy. Again, my wife, you know what I mean, she sent it to me and I watched it and it came on, the white guy rapping. And I'm like, this dude is bold.
It throws you off.
You know what I'm saying? Right? I'm thinking it's him.
I mean, if you don't know who Joyner Lucas is, it throws you off at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
but anyhow,
Jackass.
so then the black kid comes on. He starts rapping. I was like, okay, so this is another guy rapping, and what he's rapping. I mean, it's. I want to say it's almost 100% accurate as far as what people really feel.
Right.
What men really feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not excluding the women, but just, you know, being a black man and a white man, you know, has differences than a black woman. You know, same struggle almost, but it's different.
Right.
In regard, y'all want to comment on the video before I go into commenting about Joyner Lucas as an artist, or can I finish?
So you have a different. You want to kind of go off to the side and speak about
We
Joyner.
always do.
Now, no, but tell me this: so you want to speak about Joyner as it pertains to this song, or Joyner just as an artist? Period.
As it pertains to the song, well, I just talked about him as pertaining to the song.
Okay.
I think he should get song lyricist of the year. Yeah. I want to say the decade, but I don't want to go to the extreme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm looking. Okay, if it made me go and listen to his project, right?
Right.
And his interviews. You know what I mean? So I can, try to get a feel of the dude or whatever, right?
Yeah.
No homo. But so I'm looking at the Breakfast Club interview, and he's just talking about different stuff or whatever, his take on different stuff. Man, he seems to be a good guy as far as personally. But then I went and, like I said, I listened to the project. But then, I'm sorry, let me go back. He was saying that he does the concept of the video before he writes the record.
That's
right?
That's right. You were saying that.
And I watched the videos to his records, and
you're blown away.
I'm blown away at the talent.
Yeah.
At the talent. Guys, he said the master gave his service 10 talents. He didn't bury his. He multiplied his.
Right.
You understand me?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna go somewhere biblical with it. I mean, I'm sorry.
Of course.
I'm sorry.
Listen, you are who you are.
But look, check
you are.
it. So I'm looking at the videos. What was one of it? He got a video for damn near every song. Who has done that?
Right.
Not only does he have a video for every song that I'm watching the video is like, this dude is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
With the flow.
Yeah. He's
right?
He's vicious.
Huh?
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
Nope.
Nah,
not at all.
Not at all.
I haven't heard lyricism and the video to go with it. I'm trying to think of somebody, but I can't.
Yeah. He's just.
I can't.
He's
like
out of this world.
All around creative. He has everything locked down. I mean, that's.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and do y'all say what y'all gotta say. Only thing I gotta say is step your game up. If you gonna enter this game now, from that I'm a racist video to the future,
step your
you
game
gonna
up,
have
rappers.
to. You gonna have to, because if it's a competition thing, I need to see it.
Now, hold on, I disagree with that. Well, first, I need more information. Step your game up in terms of what?
As far as your artistry.
Okay, artistry, not lyricism.
And lyricism.
I disagree with that.
Okay,
the reason I disagree with that is because Joyner Lucas is not going to sell records like some of these other people, because Joyner Lucas is too smart. His lyrics are going to go over people's head. They're going to feel like, all right, you're preaching to me, and I don't want to spend money on that.
Watch this. Let me cut in real quick. Not if you watch the video with it.
I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think
if you watch the video,
he's not going to sell
the record
the way. I don't want to throw names out there, but some of these other people, because see, you got to understand, this has become a culture that embraces ignorance and calls it success.
How do you know he's trying to sell records? How do you know he's not trying to sell movies?
Cool. You're right. You're right. That could be it. That very well could be the path.
The way the videos are looking, I'm not surprised if he don't got a few films about to come out.
I'm talking about the music right now. And I'm going
Tony?
and that was in reference to what you said about people having to step their game up lyrically. So
okay.
You don't have to step your game up lyrically. You can come out here and sound like shit, and you're going to get put on. As long as you have a catchy hook that people can remember the first time they hear it, and a beat that can make people bop their head. That's what hip hop has been reduced to.
But this is what I'm saying though. He don't have the beat. I mean, his beats is, all right, cool. They go with the record, but it's not nothing that's like fantastic. I'm more so looking at, again, the artistry. If I was to sit and listen to the record without looking at the video, I'd probably be like, eh. But I'm looking at the video while listening to the record, to the lyrics.
That's because that particular record, it's important to see the video.
Dude, this dude got a record called Keep It 100.
Oh yeah, that's an incredible video. Incredible song.
Love. That's my favorite song on that album.
Yeah.
Favorite song on that album.
Mine too.
Love that song.
And for him to have the $100 bill go into the register, right? And to see the crack of the light in the register, like that joint actually just laying there waiting to come back for the that type of detail in your video. I mean, it's a million other details in the video, but that's just one that's like, wow.
Just the fact that it's from the point of view of the $100 bill.
Right.
Is that right there. I mean, that type of mind, I mean, trust me, like this dude, I want him to write a movie.
Yeah.
Or write a book, or both. I want that from Joyner Lucas.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really do, because I think it would be so incredible. I think it would be incredibly creative, incredibly intelligent.
Right.
But I think it would be incredibly profound as well.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I know I don't normally say how much time we got left, but we got 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Really?
Time flew.
Really?
Time flew.
But he's
Joyner
that
Lucas
type
did
of
that.
artist.
Yeah.
To make you discuss discussions and introduce
make you discuss discussions.
dialogue. To introduce dialogue from an intricate
There you go. Drop them gems.
gem that will shine from an elusive,
Tell them.
inclusive,
There we go.
but not exclusive point of view, which will allow.
Whoa. Whoa. Look at the way.
See, I like when people allow, especially me,
right,
to elaborate, not evaporate, but congregate.
Okay.
The people, right?
Yeah.
To be cultivated, for the seed to grow.
Speak.
Inviting ransom and throw back into the swing of things. Baseball. Home run. First base. Swing again. Come back home. Go forward. Drink a coffee. Go back outside. Went to work. Came home. Came to the show. And this is what you got.
Breakout Kings.
Breakout Kings.
Bang.
You know what I mean?
Pow.
That was corny as hell. What I'm saying is I appreciate whoever listened to that and got something out of it. You know what I'm saying?
If you got something out of it.
If you got something out of
Right,
it.
You need to reevaluate some things about your life if you got something out of it.
So I want to encourage everybody to look me up. I'm at Good Reverend Dr. Gangsta Be Forever. #Jamalologist.org. Google me, but don't.
And we'll be right back.
And we'll
Breakout
be right
Kings
back.
Radio.
These are all the songs you need to hear. Well, at least we think so. It's the Breakout Kings Radio Heavy Rotation.
I got 12s in the trunk, damn it sounds amazing. Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement. Damn it sounds amazing. Damn it sounds amazing. Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement. I got 12s in the trunk, damn it sounds amazing.
Oh yes sir.
Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement. Beating down the block, damn it sounds amazing. Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement.
Pistol on my right, gripping with my left. Frown up on my face like I done shitted on myself. Seats on recline, grilling woman shine. Swerving left and right like I got Stevie Wonder drive. Broads pointing at me like here he come. Boys looking at me like where he from. Old folks yelling at me, turn it down some. Cause I got Travis Barker in my trunk beating them drums. Spokes wrapped in Volvo, screens falling anywhere. No handles on the doors, no keys can't go into them. Polish on the chrome, got it shining like some dinnerware. Even in the winter, I be cleaner than a whistle.
I got 12s in the trunk, damn it sounds amazing. Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement. Damn it sounds amazing. Damn it sounds amazing. Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement. I got 12s in the trunk, damn it sounds amazing. Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement. Beating down the block, damn it sounds amazing. Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement.
Lane switching, grain gripping, double cup of that
muddy. Riding clean, squatting big, while your main hoe love me. Slab white like Betty. Cashmere seat, suede line of Digidash. I'm looking good in these streets. Diamonds up against the wheel, I feel like Bun and Pimp. I ignore them boys hating cause I know they simps. I talk country, but I still get mine. I know they mad, but I'm still gon' shine. Play it raw. Came with the flipping and flopping, bending corners in the thing, them rims kicking and chopping. System bump, Bobby Woe on repeat. That's the way I feel about you, tipping slow when I creep. I'm on the mission. I ain't playing no games, I'm about business. I don't kick it with lames. Too much money out here, trying to get me some. Been the beast, ask about me, they know Francine son.
I got 12s in the trunk, damn it sounds amazing. Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement. Damn it sounds amazing, damn it sounds amazing. Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement. I got 12s in the trunk, damn it sounds amazing. Oh yes sir. Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement. Beating down the block, damn it sounds amazing. Beating down the block like gorillas on the pavement.
Heavy rotation.
Told your side of the story, now it's mine. I understand a lot of the bullshit we go through may not be worth it, but I think it's worth fighting for. Listen, baby, I'ma keep it real, cause I know how you feel. You believing I'm cheating through other chicks that I'm meeting. I can see that you heated from me and your best friend. But listen, girl, I can't see your heart being broke again. I know you was once told you couldn't get over him. That was what the last chick said, trying to get close again. Him is me and I am he. I am thee. Georgie Porgy, kiss the girls and make them fall for me. Put the house in your name, you even lease the cars for me. I told you they was for my homies, but them chicks was for me. Shit, I couldn't have one or two on the side, cause there's at least 12 chicks that's gonna run through my mind. I never chilled and unwind. It was hard for me to breathe. I never held up and sold her. I told her she had to leave. She would pop up randomly, all because of me. And just for that one reason, a baby being conceived. But you ain't acting the same either. I know you're not feeling appreciated, but I don't mistreat you. Yeah, I hug the block and carry the heater. So everything I do, the price rise, but it don't get cheaper. Trying to do the best thing for us. Baby girl, I'm not cheating. You know I love you, so why are you leaving? I'm not the one misleading, giving mixed signs. You the one trying to get even, fighting all the time. I be out committing crimes, you be still up on my mind. But you think I'm out tricking when I'm really on the grind. Gotta get home, hearing about this chick that's on the side. The only difference about the cars I produce is on my ride. Now you gotta swallow your pride and give it all up, cause you think I'm out cheating, I'm out chasing a buck. I'm down on bending knee, trying to make this work for us. We got our son, this our family, baby girl, that's what's up. I just can't get enough.
few things that I love in my life. My daughter Raquel, that's the love of my life. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Top of the morning, ain't nothing better than waking up the top in the morning. Nothing worse than a nigga pushing off your top in the morning. Besides popping the board, the wake and popping off the top of the morning. I will mop up the floor with your rock and the Ford, driving across country, taking money that's probably yours. Trying the floors. That ain't a chain, that's a necklace. Drop on the squares in a row like Tetris. Nigga, rock trying to get to this dough. Exit, I done robbed plenty niggas for dough. Breadsticks, click shells, nigga, eggs, bitch. Serve you niggas breakfast. Shit ain't all deep or eclectic, it's death, bitch. Listen, shots pouring, no a nigga ain't sipping. I'm cool with a 4-5 cold, call me Chility Williams. Nigga, don't take it there, I'm taking care of mine. Take this L and smoke, and you gon' take a L. Here's a life. It's very few things that I love in my life. My money, my music, and fucking all night. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns. It's very few things that I love in my life. My daughter Raquel, that's the love of my life. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Listen, I'm living Sackman Street / Trigger tradition. We different from even niggas we kin with. I need distance, got no time nor the attention span to listen to your bitch shit. Get your grip, nigga, or get a grip, nigga. Get you a bitch and get a grip, nigga. I make you a movie, get a grip, nigga. Light the shit up, I stick to the script with it. It's back to business, dip snitches and spit sickness. First of my kind to ever rap like this. If you could rap like this, you don't act like this. Jesus posed for a hug, somehow shorty grabbed my dick. Ain't no accident if she acts like dinner, but inside is that's just it. Hold up, pass my spliff. That's Rock L, like that's my kid. See what I did there? Greatest of all time, go ask my kid. And my nigga peeking in the secret, I'm still mad like There's very few things that I love in my life. My money, my music, and fucking all night. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns. It's very few things that I love in my life. My daughter Raquel, that's the love of my life. Good weed, bitches, and guns. Good weed, bitches, and guns.
Heavy rotation.
Finally, brother, after a while, the battle will be over. And we all, like those that have gone on before us, will stop the busy with walks of men and stick our swords in the sand of time. Finally, study war no more. Looking forward in this life and get ready for that day when we shall lay down our burden down by the riverside and study war.
Not even real.
I can do anything. No fees. Whatever I want to do, I can do it. Can't stop. Great. That can't stop me. Queen. God is with us. I can do anything. Look at me. I survived. They threw the book at me. Literally tried to use me as bait when they threw that hook at me, nigga. How could you ever count me out? You should've known better. Give up, I'll never. This goes to whoever that doubt it. See, real niggas, they know all about it. That whole nigga, it's hard to get out it. With or without it, let's keep it 1,000. We had more good times with Murray and Bird than Murray and Bowser. So how the fuck do you win with haters around you? You gotta focus within, increasing your value. It's not a nigga alive can do it just like you. A lot of niggas that died that tried to be like you. Caught in the cycle, didn't realize they could do many things. Many kings, queen nigga, I could do anything. Many dreams I had, visions of me on many screens. I feel like Samson when he defeated the Philistines, nigga.
Yeah, he can do anything. Yeah, kill it all. Kill it first. Move it up and see your dreams, dog. Don't ever let it go because they trying to kill y'all. You gotta know what it means. Understand what it is. You gotta stick to your dreams. To the dream. From your soul, let it glow. From uptown to south side, let them know. Yeah, Kenilworth is let to blow. Cause we doing it, I told you so. Lord.
Hey, Black Indian, you can do anything. Yo, Katrina, sis, it's Queen season. You know, bless again, I'm on my shots, hey. On blessing, good go, you know, let's go. Hear me, get him shot. Cause the remedy Shane, no days off from loving life, money, struggle, crime. It came off from thugging, I'm struggling. Cause I'm puzzled, used to be muffled and huddled head. No way out, that perspective had me muscled. Lord, so to speak, don't had me tamed. God, he gon' try strut and do her thing. He hard, smirked and murked with the whisper blowing purple glitter like you can do anything. Harriet Tubman of my generation weighed on me physically cause it requires patience. It requires amazing positive thoughts. High vibrational souls lights torture. Except the days that me soul wasn't breathing. Now with family celebrating love through grieving. Death flees, love sees beyond seas. Good go. You can do anything.
More music, more segments, and of course, more foolishness. We'll be right back with more Breakout Kings Radio after this.
WinDC Radio brings to you the app. Yes, the app is now available on your Google Play and your App Store, on your iPhone or your Android, any of your pads that you might be using, be it if it's an iPad, iPad mini, or if you have a Samsung Note, doesn't matter what you have, any mobile device, you can get the app so you can listen where you're at to WinDC Radio.
Man, look, y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy, Gerard Street Garvey, and my DJ, Kid Cannon. And when we together, you know what it is. Grind Season Radio, each and every Wednesday from 8 to 10 on WinDC Radio. Don't forget it. Yeah.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Pastor Q. Make sure you tune into my show The Cookout each and every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. WinDC Radio, powered by GoWin.media. Make sure you come check us out, see what we got on the grill. Check out my main DJ, Ty Shine, as we give y'all the hottest topics, the hottest guests, and whatever's cooking on the grill. Again, WinDC Radio, powered by GoWin.media. Check us out. It's The Cookout every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. You guys be blessed.
Plug Radio, breathing life back into radio. Sexy hosts, parties 411, free giveaways, celebrity interviews, the worldwide turn up before the turn up. Every Saturday at 8 to 10 p.m. on the WinDC Radio app. Plug it.
She gon' ride till the wheels fall off. Yeah, we gon' ride till the wheels fall off.
Listen up, guys. This is your girl DJ Jazzy Mango. Yes, the one and only Turn Up Princess. Make sure you guys are listening to my show, The Jazzy Mango Show. New time every Wednesday, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time on WinDC Radio, powered by GoWin.media. Ladies, this show you definitely don't want to miss it. We're going to be focusing on women empowerment. WCW, come kick it with your girl DJ Jazzy Mango. Turn Up Princess. Tune in and turn out. Mwah.
Yo, you already know what it is. We are King Queen P, straight out of the EMV. Yeah, you already know. Make sure you tune in to the platform each and every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WinDC Radio, powered by GoWin.media. This is the platform.
Hey, this is Oscar D, the big old black Ric Flair, and make sure y'all tune in to Slick Talk with Oscar D each and every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WinDC Radio, powered by GoWin.media. Learn to love it, cause it's the best thing going. Woo!
Let's enjoy the ride. Tuesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on WinDC Radio.
Foreplay the Orgasm Show. I am your host, Hot Toddy, along with the Turn Up team, Miss Lolly and Showtime. Foreplay the Orgasm Show is each and every Tuesday night from 8 to 10, bringing you the sexy slow jams with very adult interactive conversation, only on WinDC Radio.
Breakout, better let them know that we coming, we bout to break out. Got our sights locked on whoever we bout to take out. Know that you've been watching us, why you wanna stake out? Better yet, keep on, we gon' show you a great bout. Going toe to toe with us, now you are in a great bout. Back against the ropes, I promise you it's a fake out. When you think you got us, we go and we pull the cape out. This'll be a real good time for your escape route. When we bring the pressure, how do you think you will make out? When you run with squares, how do you think it'll shape out? When you at the top of your game, they bring the hate out. When they can't do what you doing, they start to flake out. Tell them Coach Taylor is coming, we bout to break out. AJ, throwback is coming, we bout to break out. Gangsta B is coming, we bout to break out. Ransom, Relic is coming, we bout to break out Kings.
And we are back. And it's just the three of us again. It's Coach Taylor still hasn't arrived. But whatever. That's the last time I'm gonna bring him up, by the way. Hey, Coach Taylor, if you're listening, if you don't show up in the next 15 minutes, you are off the show. And we are going to replace you with
Elmo dog.
With the Elmo dog. We're going to replace him
right there.
We're going to put the Elmo dog right there in the chair.
Yeah.
So which one of us going to have to tickle this damn Elmo dog?
Whose side is it going to be?
It is on my side. All right, I guess.
Elmo's wild. Elmo's wild.
You can tell which one of us has a little kid.
I didn't authorize that. Tony, I'm over here looking at you like I didn't know that was one of your talents to imitate Elmo. Okay,
Yeah,
all right. Well, you learn something new every day.
I won second place at a talent show for impersonations. Pretty good at them.
For real?
I'm serious.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, what other impersonations you got?
I can do Animal from Muppet Babies.
Let me.
Okay.
Hey, yo, I want to interview you now.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, what else? Yo,
this is live exclusive. This is one of them joints.
Yo, take that, Jay Farrell. What else you got?
No, Jay Farrell got me beat.
I ain't never heard Jay Farrell do Animal. Or Elmo. That's crazy. Man, that was funny.
Can you do Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I haven't worked on that one. I can't say that.
All right, that's your homework.
That'll be my homework for next week.
Give me one more. Give me one more impression. Come on.
I'm trying to think. Who could I do? I'll tell you who I did do during the. I did Al Bundy.
I used to try to do Al Bundy too. What you got though? What you got?
I want a woman with nice, luscious hooters.
Terrible. Nice, luscious hooters.
Hooters are great though.
Hooters are great.
And in the words of Al Bundy, Hooters, yum, yum, yum. Hooters on a girl that's dumb.
Yes.
Terrible, man. Say shout out Al Bundy.
Yeah, shout out Al Bundy, man. Ed O'Neill, come up to the show, man. We want to interview you.
Right.
He ain't listening. I don't know what I said.
Well, I don't watch Modern Family, so we're even.
Exactly. Take that. Speaking of celebrities, though, What's up with all these people and these sexual allegations? These, you know, I mean, people can't keep their hands to themselves.
Man,
it's
crazy.
It's been a culture that's been in place, I mean, forever, you know. But it's the reason why it's dumb now is because we're in the age of social media.
Right.
We're in the age of instant media, whereas once one person gets it, then somebody else gets it.
Right.
And then, you know, it spreads like wildfire.
Right.
You know.
Did everybody get it?
Mm-hmm. And it's also the age.
Cooties.
Yo, this has been a childish show. You doing the Elmo and Animal. You talking about cooties.
That's what I'm start calling it. The cootie book.
Cootie book.
The cooties. That's what I'm start calling social media. You want them cooties. Because you can hit a button and spread something to 100,000 people real quick. About a hit of a button.
You ever known anybody?
And it's not
have
even a
cooties,
real.
though?
It's not even a real button. It's just a square on your screen that you touch, and it just, you know what I mean. It's not a real physical, like you could flip it.
You ever
like
you
a
ever
button?
You ever known anybody to get cooties?
Man, I know a couple people that.
What do cooties look like?
It's not what it looks like. It's what it does to you.
What does it do to you?
It's infection. It's like it has different symptoms.
Okay.
Idiocy, selfishness.
Okay.
Just to name a couple. You know what I'm saying?
I may have cooties.
But there's a cure. There's a cure.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And the cure is actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone who loves you.
Yeah.
So I can introduce you to him.
One of my friends on Facebook, my friend Beth. Matter of fact, you know, I'm gonna shout out Beth because Beth has been very loyal to us. She tunes
Shout
in.
out.
I don't know anybody else who watches the entire show, the entire 4-hour show. Beth does that.
That's what's up.
I want to shout out Beth.
Yeah,
thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for your support.
Yes,
However, she just said that I had cooties in 5th grade.
You had it or she had it?
I had it.
How'd she know?
Well,
So,
me
she
and
gave it
Beth
to you, what I
actually,
wanna
and Beth, and she may be a
Who
little
gave it
off.
to you?
See, me and Beth have known each other since 7th grade. But
Who gave it to you? Though?
But that's
Because for you to get cooties in 5th grade,
Right.
that would somebody had to have given it to you.
Exactly. Somebody
So-
obviously had to touch, and I didn't say shields and cross my fingers in time.
Nah.
And I don't know. I mean, it's like everybody was running around with the touch
for that one.
And you know, I mean,
like
it
how
was-
you try to see where I was. You still saw where I was going with it, and you cleaned it up.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
That no
But,
problem.
However,
However,
were you cootied as a 5th grader, or 4 for a 3rd?
It's possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any therapy since?
Not for that.
Okay.
Not for my. See, the thing is this: you have to be accepting of some things, and I accepted.
Cooties.
You know, when I got cooties, yeah. See, the girl that gave me the cooties,
You
I liked
accepted
her.
it. You accepted the cooties.
I liked the girl who gave me
Okay.
the cooties.
Okay.
So I was cool with it. I was like, all right, you know, man, why are we talking about cooties? What were
brought
you
it
saying about the celebrities and they wanting to, you know, do the stuff with the people and the, you know?
It's just a dumb day and age to really like be somebody that's engaging in all of these things in terms of sexual harassment. I mean, it's terrible. Period. Let's just put that out there anyway.
Right.
You know, because I think on social media, one of the things that they've been kind of throwing out there, like what exactly qualifies as sexual harassment. You know, like people kind of throw jokes like, next thing you know, all us do is gonna be in jail, you know, in the blink of an eye.
Right.
And I'm like, there are limits. There are limits. Like when you're going so far as to seriously proposition somebody to engage in a sexual act, and it's clear that they aren't interested. It's clear that they don't want it, and y'all don't have that kind of a relationship. Because I mean, I think in a lot of workplaces, those things kind of get thrown around, you know, like little jokes get thrown around or whatever, but it's usually among people who they have that understanding. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is just jokes. Nobody's serious, you know, like nobody's really gonna like do anything.
Right.
But like when you do it when you're in a position of power, and you do it to somebody who you know you can affect the trajectory of their career. You can affect their livelihood. And you're saying inappropriate things to them. Yeah, you're saying inappropriate things to them, and like asking them to come to your hotel rooms or like get a hotel room with somebody.
Hey, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me stop you for a second. I want to answer the phone. I want to answer the phone, y'all.
Propositioning children.
Adults propositioning children and adults propositioning adults.
Hey, hold on. I got Coach Taylor on speakerphone. Hey, Coach. Oh, you don't want to say nothing? I know you can hear me.
Is he even on speakerphone?
Yeah, he's on speakerphone. He just don't want to say.
Did he hang up?
Nah, he ain't hang up. He's sitting there listening.
He hung up.
Nah, he's in.
Speak up, homie.
You ain't gonna say nothing? Alright, so what were you saying?
I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, so Gangsta B was asking a question, adults propositioning kids or adults propositioning adults? And the thing is, this subject is so layered because if you think about the whole situation with Roy Moore, I think he's senator, he's trying to be a senator in Alabama. So he's in this race against Roy Jones, or Doug Jones. I'm sorry, not Roy Jones. Doug Jones in Alabama.
I was about to say,
so he's in this race against Doug Jones, and all of these allegations come out from these women who they're adults now, but he was trying to like proposition these girls when they were like 14, like they were below the age of consent. And I think it was like one instance where like he asked for permission to like date one of the girls, and it's like when you have to ask for permission to date a 14-year-old girl or a 16-year-old girl.
Who he asked permission to? The parent?
Yes.
And it's a grown man?
It's a grown man.
What they say?
At the time he was like, I think he was maybe in his 30s.
What'd they say?
That's the part that I do not remember from the story. But all I know is that he has these allegations coming out. I think it's either 2 or 3 women at this point. It may be more now. But the bottom line is like you're 30 something years old. At this time I think he's a prosecutor in Alabama. And you're trying to like kick it to like a girl that's barely developed, barely knows what she wants to do in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's just it's the power construct, because when people say things like, "Oh, how come these women didn't come out years and years ago?" I'm like, when people say things like that, I get really annoyed because I'm like, I don't want to call anybody dumb when they say stuff like that, but it's like, Slim, do you understand how gender power politics work in this country and how they've always, forget this country, around the world, around the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If a man is in power and he's harassing a woman, who you think in a court of law or, in whatever judicial system, if it comes down to a thing of he say versus she say, who do you think that they're going to side with, especially if the man is the one that's in power? They're always going to side with the man that's in power. Right. Because it's always a thing whereas they're going to obliterate the credibility of the woman as much as they possibly can. They're going to slander her. They're going to try to make her seem like she's, lewd and lascivious or whatever. And that's why a lot of times women are afraid to come out about these things. They're afraid to come out about sexual harassment. They're afraid to come out about rape because it's the backlash that they're going to receive when they do. Right. So to me, there's no statute of limitations of when a woman can come out and say, I was raped or I was sexually harassed. Now, in some cases, yeah, there may be a power or there may be a power grab, so to say, by certain women. Not in every case. But my whole thing is, why just automatically jump to that conclusion like, oh, why is she saying something now?
Yeah. The other thing is, they once they come out about it, it makes other men, it like kind of gives other men cause for pause.
Right.
When they're around them. So now you feel like you have to watch everything that you do and everything that you say,
Mhm.
you know, and that could be another reason that they're like, listen, I don't want to deal with all of, you know, everything that comes with this,
Right.
you know, the backlash, and then people feeling so they have to walk on eggshells with me because they're like, did she say? I mean, like, is it real? Is it fake?
Right.
You know, do I have to be leery of her trying to set me up? You know, and if it is real, do I have to be watchful of every single thing that I say to her because she may take it out of context?
Right.
So, I mean, there are a few different reasons that women may decide, listen, I'm not coming out about this.
If you have to put that much thought process into something, why do it? First and foremost. Second of all, what I don't even want to know what, but for someone to, the only way I could think about is if a man goes to a younger woman, a young lady, to engage in any type of relationship, I would think they're seeking to manipulate or seeking, you know, have some sort of control issue, whereas though they can manipulate someone and be in power.
Right.
It's probably a power, a need for power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. That's usually how it works.
And I'm like, you know, for men to sort out young girls, it's just like, come on, dude. Out of all the women that's out here,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Grown women.
What that's giving it away.
Right. And even if they ain't, there's something that's selling it. Just go buy it, bro. Like,
Or that. And then you a man of power, so you got some piece of change.
Exactly.
You can afford it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you
know
can
what I mean?
afford them high-end
So
call
it's like,
girls.
come
Not
on,
even the
man.
prostitutes, the call girls.
Right.
Because the
So
call
it's-
girls are the ones that's expensive. You know?
So this sexual immorality that's going on, that, you know, that's been going on since the beginning of time.
Yes.
But it's being brought out heavily now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Let's get it together, man. You gotta know you got some issues. Like, come on, dealing with little girls.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yo, if there are any sexual
What's the
predators that are
challenge in that?
listening right now, fuck you. Go to hell. Like, right now. Go to hell. I'm sorry. I got... It's like...
We know someone who loves you.
Pisses me the hell off.
And we can introduce you to him. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be go sorting out these young gals. You understand? You can, you know, come on,
you can go fuck yourself with a cactus.
Dang.
You can have a threesome. You can have a threesome with a cactus and a porcupine. Punk ass mother. I swear I hate them. I hate them so much. Rapists, child molesters.
Yeah.
Throw their asses under the jail. Punk ass. I need a break. I'm about to.
And you know what?
I'm about to go
My
home.
mother told me something one time real quick. She was like, my buddy of mine had did something, vandalized some of his mom's property. And I was telling my mom about it. And I was like, I can't imagine what would make somebody do something to their mother like that.
Yeah.
And she was like, be careful what you ask for. Because God just might show you what they was thinking through your own, and use it through your own behavior. Let the one who is without sin cast the first stone. However, this is some nasty stuff.
Yes.
But I think we probably should more so. I think we probably need to pray for these individuals, man, victims and the predators. You know what I'm saying? Because it has to stop at some point. But biblically, it's not. The world has to go through something to get to where it's ordained to go, if you will. But you know, it's just terrible, man. Like in this process, we gotta stay prayed up, man, so it won't infect more families.
Exactly.
Pray for the families that has, interrupted and infected, but pray for, so to stop. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know, man. It's just a terrible situation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So in conclusion,
fuck all these sexual predators. We'll be back on Breakout Kings Radio.
Superstar.
Dang. I got it. Nigga, pull off. Just got done busting the jug. BTP, block text and pistols. No talking tool, it's conventional. Bitch, you not stop with the mind games. That's not your mind frame. Superstar. I wish a motherfucker would. Squeeze lemon, take life in blind games. Nigga, I ain't seen shit, heard shit. Nigga, I ain't talking like a Marchand. Why they wanna see a nigga struggle? Muddy bottoms got me preaching like a Farrakhan. Niggas preaching like a Farrakhan. Swear they fuck with that old murder, got us cranking like a marathon. Niggas on that other level, niggas stick out like a bezel. Why these niggas killing niggas? Niggas scared of bombs, eulogy. Whole lot of eulogies. Shit so fucked up, keep it tool in peace. Why must he like we no tool and beef? DC, you fuck up, you never leave. Why just you to get through rockin' with the metal, Smith and Wesson? Never rapping, got me rapping to the devil. I just hope I gotta see that someone special. Niggas snitching, never special. Burn them back, we can burn it, that's a special. Never special, by the special, but a murder, motherfucker. Never recipes, I purge, motherfuckers. And I can never be a witness, lead a witness. I be sinning, but I'm winning recognition of an OG. No police surviving the night, team on murder, we purge. I just say fuck it, get 300 killers, go smack it to purge. Back to purging. I just hunt them, work them, leave them, burn them, dump them, get my mind right. You niggas pussy get 9 knives. Nino no Romo take 9 lives. I swear in pussy I stage dive. I want that smoke nigga red eyes. They done took out from me red cries. Let's scope them medullas, red dye. Bitch be my 6. He become oh murder lieutenant, drilling Messiahs. These niggas hotter than hottest. Acid a come. Superstar. Put all these niggas to sleep. Freddy, they conscious. They know a murder got streets like a Bentley. We ballin', no swerve. OG told me to tell Shooter, tell Paco, tell Moby the first. Bobby the Ricky. Oh murder, we menacing Rickies. Ain't shit to these crackers.
I blow them bitches with 50s.
I got my mind lost. That nigga mine and a lost cause. That bitch for free, she do not cost. I fuck for free and deny draws. I do not partner moms. Pussy stay smiling, I chum. Stay on they menu like bonnets. We see no snitching abscondents. You a smart little nigga. You a clever little nigga. I tell them, bitch, you know it's levels to the shit and you can never be the realest. I tell them, bitch, you know it's heavens to the shit and I can never be a witness. I tell them, bitch, you know it's devils to the shit and you can never be my image. No talking birds. Shout out to Bird. Shout out to Know You. Got all my soldiers. He want a bird. I want them commas. These niggas hot. Fuck em.
Indie love to DC, Maryland, Virginia, and beyond. We are Breakout Kings Radio, only on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
I'm gonna double up the jump. Always feel like I'm a lover. Mama told me. Right in my heart. And that shit deep, straight up. They got me stirring in the murder. They say I look just like my dad. When I be wildin' in these streets, I wanna do my pocket mad. No, I'm thuggin' on this block and jogging, trying to get that bag. Wanna be just like you, Pop. I just hope you understand, cause mama, she never do.
that's your job. What the fuck you want me do? Ain't no words that I can say can take this pain up off her heart. Me and her against the world, that been that way since the start. Growing up, I always wonder why my pops wasn't around when I grew up, and now I know I'ma hold my mama down. Agree, I love you, sis. You was call those youngest babies. Know he's always on your mind because we talk about it daily. Just know I got you, sis. I'ma text her, call away, and if a nigga disrespect her, I'ma blow his ass away. I'ma break his fucking jaw, cause that's my heart, that's fucking law. If a nigga her a problem, I'm the one she called us up. Youngest cup up in this bunch, but I'ma rock off for my fam. Quick to knock your shit off, cause I'm the drummer of this band. Loso, son. Look, man. Carlos, look. Shit from the heart, I'm back. Lost my dad when I was 3, some shit I'll never understand. My mama always had my back, but can't teach me to be a man. Try to learn it in the streets, and I got caught up in the jam. Close my mouth, ain't say a word. I took my L, ain't take the stand. Mama said you ain't gon' learn till you enjoy the U6D. Only said that cause she know that my heart cold and I got heat. If a nigga run up dumb, I'ma knock him off his feet. Load this block or get the drummer brain, she left on the concrete. Gang. Don't know my man. They don't. They don't. This shit snap. Son of an angel. The mixtape. Carlos, son.
You're listening to Breakout Kings Radio on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
Hey. Those sauce. Sauce. Official. Hey. Official. Shit is official. My chain and my watch is official. My shirt and my chain stay official. My shoes and my socks stay official. The bitch that I'm fucking official. Official. Niggas official. Official. Niggas official. My chain and my watch stays official. My shoes and my socks stay official. My shirt and my chain stay official. The bitch that I'm fucking official. This gas that I'm smoking, this shit is official. I'm toting the strap just in case they got issues. Flexing on IG but still liking pictures. Safe to say you ain't shit but a bitch nigga. Pull up, dump out and hop back in and kick it. This baby 9 I told it got extension. Shoot from a distance, leave your ass tripping. Perfect game when I blast, bitch ain't no missing. Chopper go get him, line like gorilla. Beat on my chest like King Kong, little nigga. We not cool, don't sing my song, little nigga. You cannot stop me, your ass ain't no killer. Claiming you trapping, your ass ain't official. Official. Niggas official. Official. My chain and my watch is official. My shirt and my chain stay official. My shoes and my socks stay official. The bitch that I'm fucking official. Let's go. Official. Niggas official. Official. Niggas official. My chain and my watch stays official. My shoes and my socks stay official. My shirt and my chain stay official. The bitch that I'm fucking official. Living like sauce. My watch is official. My shirt and my chain stay official. My shoes and my socks stay official. The bitch that I'm fucking official.
To chime in on our topics, talk to our special guests, make a request, or get a shout out, you make the call. 240-389-3397. It's Breakout Kings Radio, only on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
Junkies in the spot, they look like 100 hoes. I told my young nigga, bring all the choppers out. Hold up any Hunter, order the steak. I used to wake up, make a PB&J. I feel like Big Worm, bitch, I need the cash. When I come to meet you, you better not be late. Been jerking and taking since I was a baby. Try with 100 round, not a 38. out of her sense. I was in 6th grade. Incident hit it, I made it disintegrate. Smoke out the 440, yeah, not the 28. I got the bag, he like a runaway. Taking shit, he told the plug, it got misplaced. Rock be long, go y'all on the suitcase. Jump in the coupe, do the dash. I'm leaving it wrong, ain't gon' hit it with no play. I feel like a rock star in a bomb. He told him to retop. Jump in the coupe and I'm taking the top off. Won't survive. Got hit with the salt off. I feel like a rock star in a bomb. He told him to retop. Jump in the coupe and I'm taking the top off. Won't survive. Got hit with the salt off. Hit it. Kurt Cobain. They like the slime. Kurt Cobain. No fuck going on. Kurt Cobain. Ghetto rock star, nigga. I'm smoking the gas. I'm smoking the cook. I hit him with swag. He came with the seeds. I'm gon' need a bag. If you on the book, you can pay me in bed. If you on the feet, check shipping the work, gotta come meet the man. We making the sauce, so we through with the game. I keep it on me so you won't do me bad. Too much on the gram, that's how you get jammed. I just tell a nigga who having this shit. I can give you the blueprint to give you the plan. My nigga pull up on that scavenger shit. They taking your work and they taking your bag. Shut about this rapping, don't know what might happen. I'm strapped the fuck up when I work in the lab. MP9 with a beam and a flash. They kicking your shit, you the one with the bag, right? I feel like a rock star in a bomb. He tell him to retop. Jump in the coupe and I'm taking the top off. You won't survive. Got hit with the salt off. I feel like a rock star in a bomb. He tell him to retop. Jump in the coupe and I'm taking the top off. You won't survive. Got hit with the salt off. Kurt Cobain. They like the slime. Kurt Cobain. No fuck going on. Kurt Cobain. Ghetto rock star, nigga.
Welcome back to Breakout Kings Radio on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
And we are back.
Oh, we back already?
Yeah, we back already.
I think something bit me on my muscle.
Something bit you on your muscle?
On my muscle.
Through your hoodie?
Nah, the other day.
Oh, okay. Gotta get you something for that, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some alcohol on it.
Some alcohol.
My grandfather used to call iodine.
That sound like a lady friend.
Exactly.
It sound like
we're gonna take some alcohol over to something to iodine. You know, we gonna
put some iodine on that. Scratch yourself if you want. Scrape your knee if you feel like it. I'm gonna get you some iodine on there. Yes, indeed. Shoot. Iodine, you sound like a soundtrack. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Oh man. I think we should do something.
I think we got an inquisition on the floor.
All right, let's see.
Answers, man. Oh yes, he does. It's time to ask Ransom.
That is you. Last time I checked.
Okay. So tonight's Ask Ransom question is. I said I wasn't gonna laugh. Man, I didn't even start without laughing. All right, my bad if you listen to dog. My bad. All right, listen, dear Ransom.
Is this a question or a letter?
Yeah, this is a letter that ends with a question.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
Oftentimes while watching TV, my girlfriend will make comments about how attractive certain actors are. One day this prompted me to ask her if it's just entertainers or also regular guys on the street that she finds attractive. She said it could be anyone. She claims that she is able to inwardly acknowledge how attractive they are and keep it moving. I don't think that is right. She should only have eyes for me. What do you think?
You damn right.
First of all, my bad for laughing, dog. I don't know.
That's a no-brainer.
Anyway, first let me say this. Many years before your woman even met you, she discovered attraction. She discovered that she was attracted to a certain thing, and there were a lot of people that fell under that umbrella of attraction, including you. But just because she met you doesn't mean that that attraction goes away for all those other people. So he said, oh, she should only have eyes for you. Okay, so check this out. When her only having eyes for you, that means that you're the only person that she should see herself with. you're not the only person that she's going to see, though. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you're blind now. You're still going to see people that you find attractive. Now, in order for this thing to work, there has to be work done on both parts, because on your part, what's going on is there are insecurities there. And
or trust issues.
Maybe trust issues and insecurities. But the thing is, I want to go a little bit deeper than that, though. I don't think the problem...
Fear.
That the problem isn't necessarily her being, finding other people attractive. The problem isn't even his insecurities. The problem is the root of his insecurities. So if you can get to the root of your insecurities and you start working on that, then maybe you can get to a place where you are able to accept and understand that your woman is going to be attracted to other people. Now, she has some work to do also, because maybe she needs to do more to make him feel better about himself. Maybe she needs to compliment him more. Or maybe just makes it, because here's the thing. Normally when somebody has an insecurity, a lot of times people are like, let's say you're in a relationship and they do something, you're like, oh, you're insecure, that's your problem. But you shouldn't always do that, because the insecurity could be coming from somewhere. It could be something that happened in their childhood that could be causing that insecurity. You have to go to the root of the insecurity and then start working on that. So what she needs to do is to make him feel more comfortable. Make him feel better about himself. Maybe she needs to compliment him more. Maybe she needs to stop complimenting these actors or entertainers or whomever in front of him so much. And so they can meet in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna call on you in a second. and they can meet in the middle. So she can do that, but he has to do the bulk of the work, though. He needs to get to the root of his insecurities. And he needs to, one, get to the root of those insecurities, work on those insecurities, and then understand that your woman is always going to find somebody else attractive.
You know what? I disagree with insecurities. Let me tell you why. Because most things, if you dig deep enough, most things are either fueled by fear, anger, or resentment. Reason why I say fear versus insecurity, because I do agree with something happened as a child. Because my fears come from stuff that happened as a child, which slingshotted me into behaviors to not want to feel that way again. You know what I'm saying? And it usually came from a fear of something not happening again. Not because I can have an insecurity about myself, but it's more so I fear something. You know what I'm saying? I fear her leaving me. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's an abandonment issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's, might have been chubby as a kid. He was teased, or he or she was teased. Mm-hmm. So when somebody make mention of somebody else, you know what I'm saying, or somebody else looking attractive, they translate that in their mind and be like, okay, they don't want me no more. Mm-hmm. Or they think of me less. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Than the person that they compliment.
But that could be
when it's just, it can be,
yeah.
But it's umbrellaed by fear.
That's cool. And I'm with you. I got you. But, the insecurity causes the fear.
No, the fear causes the insecurity.
Either way it works.
Either way, it's not supposed to work.
Yeah, I got you. But either way, it needs to be fixed.
Absolutely.
So we need to go to the root of the problem.
And I think throwback has a root.
Which is the insecurity.
What's your root?
A root.
Yeah, I know you got a root.
A root.
What are we asking again?
So he basically wants to know, I guess he wants to know, what do we think? Because she finds other guys attractive. Mm-hmm. He feels that she should only have eyes for him.
I guess the way that I look at that is, if he's what's the word I'm looking for? If he's expressed that it's an issue for him, then it's like you said, like, she should do everything she can to, like, assure him that just because she might, say, find some celebrity attractive,
right,
that doesn't reduce him.
Right.
that doesn't make him lesser than. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, let's just keep it real. You know, each and every one of us walking the face of this earth. I don't care if we married. I don't care if we single. There's going to be somebody that we may find attractive, but it's a matter of acting on that attraction, especially if it's somebody like you'd run into like on an everyday basis. You know what I'm saying? Because a celebrity, what's the chances that, you know, she'd be able to like, you know, act on whatever her attraction is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get how it could like pull up certain things or make him feel some kind of way, especially if there are certain things in his past that have that are triggers. But at the same time, it's a matter of it's just reassurance at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You know, and so I don't necessarily think it's wrong for her to have an attraction, but it's troublesome if he's already said, "Hey, this bothers me," and she continues to do it. That's number one, and then number two, if she acts on whatever attraction she has to somebody.
How about this? Real quick. We got to be careful of the words we use. Because for her to say she's attracted to somebody, let's look at what attractive means. Attractive, the first definition is providing pleasure or delight, especially in appearance or manner, pleasing, charming, alluring. The second definition is arousing interest or engaging one's thought, consideration. That's another one. Then 3, having the quality of attracting. Okay, now, how is she saying attractive though?
No,
because you got 2 words in here that trigger something, alluring. Now, if my wife says someone's attractive, that means that by definition, attractive means, you know, alluring, or you're considering something in the thought of, okay, this person's attractive. So if someone's attractive to his wife, to his lady or whatever, that means that she may consider or have the thought of, if I wasn't with him, I probably would go after that guy.
Well, I think
that's
I don't.
So a lot of times that's where the fear comes in at if we going off the definition.
Yeah, but
because nobody wants to have their person wanting somebody else or considering somebody else. Period.
I got you on
That's
that.
true.
But the thing is this. If you think that someone is beautiful, are they attractive?
No, not necessarily.
No.
Okay, now, I think most people look at that and say, I find you attractive, and they can make it just as simple as, well, all that means to me is I think you're handsome or I think you're beautiful.
Okay, we'll say that.
Well, she's
You know what I'm saying?
She said,
let's
see, here's the,
let's play with words.
Okay, so
Words
now
are
I
friends.
disagree with y'all on that.
Okay.
Because I think that a person can be attractive, and all that means
By
for me,
definition.
For me.
Okay,
that
you're
means-
changing the definition.
That means you're beautiful.
Okay, so why not say that?
There's something that is attractive about you. Something attracts me to you.
But
Something
see,
that's
hold
alluring.
on. If you're, I don't disagree with your definition, but I don't look at it that way, because I can think a woman is beautiful, but I'm not attracted to her. I
Right.
could think she's conventionally, by most people's standards, she looks good, but there's nothing in her energy, there's nothing in her spirit, there's nothing in her makeup that's like, I'm drawn to you. See, to me, that's where you get into attraction, because I could be attracted to somebody who is not necessarily, by conventional standards, beautiful, but they have something in their personality, they have something in their spirit, they have something in their intellect. You know what I'm saying? I could be attracted to that.
But the beauty is attractive. You are attracted to the beauty. I tell you what, if you see the beauty,
I'll look at the beauty. There's a difference. I'll look at the beauty, but I won't be attracted to it.
Okay, what about this? Let's say you're looking at a painting, and the painting is beautiful. Can you call it attractive? Because there's something that is attracting you to that. There's something that is bringing you to it. That's what attraction is. It brings you in some form, in some way.
But see,
it's bringing you to that thing.
I get what you're saying, but okay. Once again, I'm a person of energy. I'm not a person of surface. Something on the surface, yeah, it could look.
Yeah, but you're a genius, so that's it's different when you're talking about genius.
But hold on, though. It's one thing to be attracted to a thing. It's another thing to be attracted to the opposite sex.
But I'm talking about
can't
the word
compare the
attractive.
two.
No, I'm talking about the word attractive. That's it. I'm talking about just the word attractive.
Okay,
regardless of what it is.
Okay, so let's say alluring is one of the words in the definition. Alluring means, by definition, very attractive or tempting, enticing, seductive. Right? Then fascinating, charming. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, I say, if you're going to say that, know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to give somebody a compliment. It's another thing to say or use words that mean what they mean. Because if by definition, if I'm attractive, that means I'm drawn to you. That individual. You know what I'm saying?
And it can be based on their beauty, but it can also be based on their energy, their intellect, whatever about the person. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But
like depending.
It doesn't mean that I'm lustfully drawn to you.
No.
I'm physically drawn to you.
It could be mentally.
It
could be emotionally.
But no. I'm talking about based off of the appearance.
Appearance?
Yes. It does not mean that I'm lustfully drawn. All that means is you're attractive, you're beautiful to me. But that doesn't mean that I'm trying to smash.
Okay. But at the same time, attractive, you being drawn to somebody, or what you say? What's the words you just said?
Man, I don't know.
There's a magnetism that's
magnetism. Put it like this. I don't want to hear my wife saying that she's magnetized by another man. I don't want her to say she's alluring to another man, or you know what I mean, or none of that.
Right.
It's one thing to say, "Oh, he's handsome." Leave it at that.
But what if she says, "Oh, he's attractive"?
I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Because that's different. That's much.
You know
different.
what I'm saying? Well, what do you mean by that?
And you know, and I guess I'm just different. If my woman says, you know, he's attractive, then I'm like, all right, cool.
Again, I want to know because fear.
Umbrella.
You know what I mean? Now, insecurity is not necessarily what it is, because I'm not insecure about myself. I'm just don't want to lose what I love. It's like that.
I can understand. That.
You know, understand what I'm saying? Now, I ain't had no problem, you know, getting a woman, but the one I chose to spend the rest of my life with, I don't want her. You know, I don't want to go through that in my mind.
Right.
And I don't want to, you know. Shit. I mean, shoot.
Fonda said attraction is why SZA is singing her song. They trying to say SZA makes thought music, man, or side piece music, whatever they saying, man.
She does make side piece music.
Man.
It's good music, but it's side piece music. They right.
So did Shirley Murdoch make side piece music?
Yes. Yes, As We Lay is that ain't even the original. I mean, if you go back to the blues, that's nothing but side piece music.
Shout out to Shirley Murdoch. Come up to the show.
Ella James.
I don't know why I said that. She ain't
Ella James.
Billie Holiday.
Right.
Hey,
a lot of side piece music in history.
Yeah. Back in the 20s.
Yes. Talk about it.
I mean, listen, as long as there've been relationships, there've been side pieces.
Yes,
the lady that got caught, Jesus, last week, throw the stone, that whole thing, side piece.
Side piece.
Side piece. I wonder what they called them back then.
Adulterers.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
she's an adulteress.
Yeah, but what was the
Stone her?
What was the slang? Stone that jump off. Speaking of jump off, we gonna have to jump off here and play some music. Ransom out.
I might have to re-record this one. I'll just just need to do it right now while I'm feeling like this. I'll just keep recording. Tears on my pillow, in the position all my peers probably kill for. And all my fans telling me that I'm their hero, but they don't know the shit I'm dealing with severe though. Drowning in liquor, posing in pictures, watching this locomotive get nearer a fucking train wreck. Surprised that I ain't blow my fucking brain yet. Fuck the fame, I take a brain check. I don't trust these niggas around me and keep the pistol around me. If shit get critical around me, feel like I'm losing my faith. In the sense of the state, it was better benching the weight. Had to talk with my fucking feel like he inching away. Say they don't wanna live in the tears, feeling my face. Flesh is a daddy in a silver coffin. I wonder often what was running through his mental, with the thing at his temple. Baby, he in hell, watching all the shit I went through. Looking at my brothers and all the shit he put them through. Found out daddy was gay and though the shit was taboo. Felt the only way I was to grab a pistol and shoot. And my grandma denied him, she probably hit us and sue. Told him that it was sin, bitch, all he needed was you. Quoting the Bible, bitch, all he needed was you. Not because of your judgment, it's forcing me to regroup. On the search for acceptance, bitch, all he needed was you. Depression's real, but black people don't believe it is true. Someone said to help, we get high. Like Teresa, she a mother of 5. Stepdaddy used to touch her mama, always let her slide. So she used to find comfort fucking around with different guys. Cutting her soul just to watch her blood leak. People calling her a slut and a hoe and a freak. Everybody judging, all Teresa want is peace. And nobody gave a fuck until they found her in the creek. Nobody gave a fuck till Robin Williams got the rope. Or Javon Belcher put the bullets in the throat. Usher kids threw a die line on the floor. So many suffering in silence and nobody ever knows. My auntie schizophrenic family thinking it's a joke. I used to pray with it, just hoping it help a cope. Shit, I ain't far from it, I just cover it with quotes. Rap lyrics that I wrote, fans say I give them hope. Y'all been keeping me afloat. Swear to God, y'all be keeping me afloat. Swear to God, y'all be keeping me afloat. Most of my peers fixing bottles. I'm in the studio sipping out liquor bottles till I'm too tipsy to whip the Tahoe. Chasing dreams, but seems it's easy to hit the lotto. Bright as fucking mulattoes, but still stuck in this spot though, doing the running man. Either I'ma have a ton of fans or a ton of grams. Fofo on me like the son of Sam. Man, I could've been at Summer Jam if I could get the cane to wake up out they slumber down. Instead I decided to cook the crack up, caught in this daily rapture, trying to get close to the M's like Haley Mathers. Baddest, wrote the status of eyes with baggage, pies with baggage, cause mama house was full like Bobby Saget. Manic, depressive, always panic, distressing. Before my family go famished, I quickly brandish my weapon. Speaking candid in sessions, eyes swell like a Dell, cause I'm living in a fucking mental hell. No shells, I don't wanna fail. Running away, keep running away from your problem. Ay. Running away, keep running away from your problem. Ay. You can't keep running away from your problem. I know you probably can't talk about my shit, cause everybody got shit going on. Just get my shit. You can't keep running away from your problem. I couldn't have another verse for this. And somehow I start thinking about daddy and how he must have felt purposeless and left Earth too quick. Then I start thinking about how hard I fucking worked for this. Went from selling perks and nicks to turn Southern Europe with. I'm help from a label, I still was able. Lot of niggas my age ain't stable, I should be grateful. Looking at old pictures of Papa Pot on the table, like how the fuck could you leave me? You know that this shit ain't easy, but still, no amount of distilled liquor could help me heal quicker. Or clear my mind out when I'm clearly feeling like Mrs. Winehouse. Screaming time out like referees. Yeah, I'm a star, but even stars need a second to breathe. Then I remember how many living vicariously through my victims. I gotta make history. Picture me, I'm reaching my full potential when the only obstacles that stopping me is mental. I can't keep running.
The dopest independent music, the hottest topics. This is Breakout Kings Radio on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
I wanna go and fly away. I wanna be achieve myself, achieve I do. I wanna be like somebody. I wanna be like you and me. I wanna do, I wanna help like you. It's hard to have something. It's hard to be nothing. It's hard to go somewhere. It's hard to achieve something. It's hard to go and get. If you want it, you better go and get it. See, I just want something, but I keep reaching and it keeps closing. I keep climbing to the top, but I keep falling and keep touching ground. I want. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard. I can't. Do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I be thinking about forever. I can't go forever. If I can go forever, and I want to, but it's too damn hard. I wanna go where I can achieve. I wanna do where dreams come true. But I keep falling for me and you. Where is the love? I can't, it's just me and you. I can't, it's just me and you. I wanna go far. I wanna just fly. I wanna just be what I can be. Oh, I can't reach it, can't you see? It's hard for you and me. It's hard to achieve, you see. I can't do it alone. If you want it, you better go and get it.
More music, more segments, and of course, more foolishness. We'll be right back with more Breakout Kings Radio after this.
Win DC Radio brings to you the app. Yes, the app is now available on your Google Play and your App Store, on your iPhone or your Android, any of your pads that you might be using, be it if it's an iPad, iPad mini, or if you have a Samsung Note, it doesn't matter what you have, any mobile device, you can get the app so you can listen where you're at to Win DC Radio.
Plug Radio, breathing life back into radio. Sexy hosts, parties 411, free giveaways, celebrity interviews, the worldwide turn up before the turn up. Every Saturday at 8 to 10 p.m. on the Win DC Radio app. Plug it.
She gon' ride till the wheels fall off. Yeah, we gon' ride till the wheels fall off.
Listen up, guys. This is your girl, DJ Jazzy Mango. Yes, the one and only Turn Up Princess. Make sure you guys are listening to my show, The Jazzy Mango Show. New time every Wednesday, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time on WinDC Radio, powered by GoWin.media. Ladies, this show you definitely don't want to miss it. We're going to be focusing on women empowerment. WCW, come kick it with your girl, DJ Jazzy Mango. Turn Up Princess. Tune in and turn out. Mwah.
Let's enjoy the ride. Tuesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on WinDC Radio.
Hey family, it's your man CJ. I want you right now to check this out.
DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Join everybody's best friend, favorite uncle, and big brother, Go-Go Legend, and DC's own Blow Your Horn CJ. Right here on WinDCRadio.com. He's recorded and performed sax solos with EU, Little Betty and the Master, Reds and the Boys, the Mighty Peacemakers, the legendary DJ Cool, and Shady Groove.
DC, Maryland, and Virginia, everybody's talking about GoWinMedia.com. Newly minted gospel series called Big Brother CJ Go Win Gospel Show. You can check it out every Sunday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon with Go-Go Legend, Blow Your Horn CJ Baby, breaking off the best head bobbing jams, mixed with a powerful spoken spoken word, special guests, and big giveaways, and so much more. Right here on Win DC Radio, powered by GoWinMedia.com, in conjunction with CJ Jones Audio Productions. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor. Tune in this Sunday and get your praise on.
Ooh, might make your head blow off.
Yo, you already know what it is. We are King Queen P, straight out of the DMV. Yeah, you already know. Make sure you tune into the platform each and every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Win DC Radio, powered by GoWin.media. This is the platform.
It's time for more of the best in independent music. It's time to get back to Breakout Kings Radio. Only on WinDCRadio.com and the Win DC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
Let's be real, I won't forget about love. She's far from a dub, she's more like a dove. Something very elegant, obvious she's heaven sent. Devil in a black dress, but she's somewhat delicate. She perfection, she don't even know. And baby got cake, of course she gon' show it. Wavy blonde hair, almost down to her rear, with a slim ass waist, hella thick and ain't fair. So exotic, get foreign and all that. Tongue game, conversation was all that. Rolls my weed, blow the chronic and all that. Can't let her go, call fab, I need all that. Love the way she scratch my back, put that lotion on my back. Screams out poppy when I hit it from the back. Sex ain't trash, that pussy is diamond. My lady a Kimmy, I'm cocky like Kanye. Get about it on, get about it on, get about it on. Get about it on, get about it on, get about it on. Get about it on, get about it on, get about it on. Get about it on, get about it on, get about it on. Listen, Bonnie, I know I'm your Clyde. Take the keys to my car, cause I know you gon' ride. You been down since the subway, when all I ate was Subways. Only thing that's gon' change is me up off the R train. It ain't a thing for us to hop on a plane. Let's build a better future like we both on the crane. Ain't that insane? How I'm crazy over you. Gonna have to visit Total Recall to get over you. But I'd rather not, rather always hit that spot. Rather always give you pop, baby, is it mine or not? I really don't care if it's a month or a year. Fuck them other niggas, baby, you belong here. That pussy ain't for sale, ain't no trick, nigga, buy it. My bitch is my bitch, a real nigga own it. Love me when I poor, so you got me when I'm rich. If you need it, then I got it. When I need it, you supply it, that's right. Get about it on, get about it on, get about it on. Get about it on, get about it on, get about it on. Get about it on, get about it on, get about it on. Get about it on, get about it on, get about it on.
Showing the most indie love to DC, Maryland, Virginia, and beyond. We are Breakout Kings Radio, only on WinDCRadio.com and the Win DC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
Time and space can separate. No matter the place or duration. You taking too long to think about it, making it hard to work the process. Street related, come with temptations, hesitation, trigger relation. It ain't hard to catch a homie, her body, hard to work the process. The process, shit. Trying times, that's long suffer. in heaven. That's what the preacher said. Love with aggression. The process is lessons. Time and space can separate. No matter the place or duration. You taking too long to think about. Don't take too long to think. Making it hard to work the process. So hard to work the process. Related, come with temptations, hesitation, trigger relation. It ain't hard to catch a homie, her body. Hard to work the process, shit. I can tell by the way that they look at me. I be feeling like I'm in a trance. I'm walking around with the weight of the world on my shoulders. Don't hear nothing nobody saying. They say that I'm cold-hearted, but if it was you in the city with girls with the men and men with the girls, mama, I'm raising my babies. They say that I'm crazy. What's wrong with the world? Pay attention to your television. But the television be telling lies. Don't believe in everything you see on TV. You confused, don't be surprised. Don't talk to me about the revolution, cause the revolution won't be televised. You supposed to be your brothers, keep it, but you can't see that with your jealous eyes. I'm trying to make my way out of the ghetto. I'm working too hard, they can't force me to settle. Mashing the gas, pressing the pedal. You're not about failing, you're not on my level. Rap, shit could go wrong. I don't blame that on the devil. I'm making decisions, I'm working on life, I'm practicing living. Time and space can separate. No matter the place or duration. You taking too long to think about. Don't take too long to think. Making it hard to work the process. So hard to work the process. Related, come with temptations, hesitation, trigger relation. It ain't hard to catch a hobby, her body. Hard to work the process, shit.
Breakout Kings Radio on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
When we
keep
back.
doing that bam shit.
Hey,
You need
man,
to say-
listen, we was about to come back, and so, man, listen, there was something you wanted to say.
You wow with that.
Go ahead and say what you want to say, man. Go ahead.
Fear is false evidence appearing real.
Is that all you wanted to say?
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, going off the question on doing a Ask Ransom segment, where if your spouse says they're attracted to someone, just ask them what they mean by that, and then go from there. I know my opinion or my experience of how I would probably feel. You know, it'd probably be motivated. The question would probably be motivated by fear, because I have a nice imagination, and I start. I know, right? Yeah. I start visualizing things, and that's not good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And that's why it's important to get the insecurity under control, because the thing is this, even
insecurity.
Because even if she does do everything that she needs to do to make you feel secure, and you know, if she tries to compliment you more, if she stops complimenting these entertainers in front of you, then if you haven't worked on yourself, if you haven't fixed your insecurities, then the problem is still going to exist, because even though she's not saying it, you're going to be thinking it. So you have to do your part. You got to fix your insecurities. And were you finished?
Yes. Okay.
And so once again, Ransom out. Now that we finished with
Good
that.
Reverend Dr. Gangsta be forever out.
Now let's get into this topic here.
Yes.
So when sex ed goes too far, man, oh man.
So people go to jail.
People go to jail.
People die.
People die.
Individuals, if they don't go to jail, die, they get manslaughtered at the end of the day.
That's what happens when sex ed goes too far?
That's what happens when sex ed goes where it shouldn't go.
So before...
Out of the book, into demonstrations that should not happen.
Okay, so before we get to people killing people, all right, let's rewind it. Let's take it back to when it starts.
Okay.
All right. So basically, what this is about when the teachers become a little too touchy feely with the kids, with the students. I came across an article last week, and it was showing these teachers that the teachers were attractive. Can I use that word? Is that okay? The teachers were attractive
to you.
The teachers were sexy. You know. And
the women's
the
teachers.
women. I ain't gonna say men are sexy. Yeah, the women.
I mean, you said teachers. I didn't know
They
have
were
men and
female.
women.
You're absolutely right. The female teachers.
You got to be
the article that I found.
With
the article that I found, it didn't say anything about men. It was all women. So these women have had sexual relations with their students, and we're talking about high school students, junior high students. So I wanna deal with this in two ways. We'll talk about this on two different sides here. So on one side, I want to talk about I want to talk about it. Just let's call it what it is. They're sexual predators, molestation. Yes. So we're going to talk about that, but then I want to flip it and speak from the student's point of view. I want to speak from the student's point of view, but from us as once being students. If we've ever had a teacher like Miss Trinidad, what do you do when you got a Miss Trinidad in front of you, and Miss Trinidad is like, hey, you wanna come get your grade up?
Well,
then come handle this. We'll get to Miss Trinidad.
Probably
Let's talk about the first thing first.
Okay. What was the first thing?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the sexual. The sexual predators, the teachers who are preying on these children. It goes back to that power struggle that you were talking about earlier as well.
Because for someone to prey on the weak or the immature or the unwise children, teenagers, hormones exploding. Back when we was coming up, it was a conquest. You know what I'm saying? It was a tripod called Quest to be able to knock down a teacher.
Right.
A sexy teacher. You know what I'm saying? That's something to put in your books.
Yeah.
For, coming up the way we did with the beliefs that we had. You know what I'm saying? Because the belief was you got to have sex, get it as soon as you can get it. You know what I'm saying? So to have
that
a teacher,
age, the older the woman, the more props you're gonna get too.
Absolutely.
Right.
So with that, that's how it was. But now it's more teachers. It's you know what I'm saying? I guess they I wonder how many students I can get. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see nowadays.
All right, I tell you what. Let's just go ahead and jump to it then. Let's say we the students, and you got a sexy ass teacher in front of you, and she's like,
and she's teaching.
She's the teacher. Like, all right.
Now, is she teaching?
Huh?
At the moment, or is she just in front of me?
Well, okay. Let's say you're in class. Okay, let's say you have an F in class, right? And it's the end of the grade. It's the end of the marking period, and she says you want to get it up to a D, then you got to come bring me the D.
You just get it to a D?
Yeah, because I'm gonna work my way up. I mean, what are you gonna say with that? It's the reason I started there.
First of all, you gotta give me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna do that, I probably would do it for free. Knowing me, my ignorant self back then. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can still fail me. I got my grade. You know what I mean?
Not. I gave you the D and I got an F.
But you know, probably then. I probably would have went. Knowing what I know today, you know, of course not, but back then,
right,
14, 15 years old, 16 years old,
yeah,
I probably would have went.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm glad I've never been put in that predicament though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, oh wow.
Yeah, looking back, you glad you was.
Yeah.
Back then,
I'm glad that's not a story that I could honestly tell.
Right, yeah. Right.
What I say, a testimonial
Yeah.
to fornication.
What about you, AJ?
See, this is the thing.
Uh-oh.
Well, nothing ever happened. But see, because the thing is, I've seen like on social media people talk about this whole thing, and they'll be like, "Man, it wasn't like that when we was in school," and that's just it. When I was in school, I could agree. What wasn't nothing really. I was like,
what school? What high school you went to?
I went to school without walls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't really no teachers at school without walls, and I was like, yeah.
Did y'all have a roof?
We did have a roof.
Oh, okay.
And we had walls.
Okay. Cool.
And floors.
That's what's up. Desks and pencils.
Yeah.
And clearly you didn't have teachers with walls that you wanted
No walls. No walls was getting broken. No.
And then you went to McNamara.
I went to McNamara, yeah.
With boys.
Nah, it was
It was
co-ed.
co-ed by
It was
then.
co-ed at that point.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I was not about to go to an all boys school. I did, however, try to go to an all girls school.
Of course you did.
I believe you did.
Yeah.
But not for the reasons that you probably trying to say you tried to go in there.
I think I need a Wu-Tang shot on that one.
You know what I'm saying? Black.
Because I think that was a shot.
It was,
You know what I'm saying?
Jackass. Anyway, so
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Okay, cool. So, I went to Suitland. Right?
Yeah.
So in Suitland, you had a lot of different stuff going on in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I did hear about a teacher that was doing stuff with, having sex with students.
Right.
Male and female.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I was just like, wow, that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names, but yeah. So I did see that in school.
You saw it happen?
No, I did see.
You saw a student smashing a teacher?
I didn't physically see it.
You saw.
Whereas though I could have brung him out and
student
said she committed adultery. Should we stone her?
Push
that
the teacher
type
up
of thing.
against the blackboard.
Nah.
Oh.
You hear rumors. You know what I mean?
Rumblings.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna say if I was ever put in that situation, I wouldn't do it. I couldn't see myself having sex with one of my. I'm lying. I would have smashed my teacher so fast, dog. Especially for a grade. Listen, if she came to me and she was like, "All right, you had an F," because that happened once or twice, and she said,
that was a normal thing. Oh wow.
And she said, you want to get your grade up to a D? I'm immediately about to start negotiating. Now listen, hold up now. You're propositioning me. I think that I deserve an A. And then she's like, you definitely don't deserve an A, but you just propositioned me. So the thing is, like, listen, I have leverage here. I'm okay with settling for a B- or a C+. You know what I'm saying? But I got to start high and work my way down to something that we can agree on. But I mean, am I gonna go for it at that age? Absolutely. Now, just like you said, Gangsta B, I'm glad that it never happened. Looking back now, as a man, as a man with a son, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm glad that it didn't happen. Because I know for a fact that I would have. Man, my hormones were raging, dog. I was trying to smash everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the problem was I wasn't smashing everything. So I mean, when it was there, when it was available, and especially if it's a woman. And the thing is, you know, I'll say this. I did have my first experience with a woman in high school. It just wasn't a teacher. But after that, it was like, this is what I want. Like, ain't no looking back. Like, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Even now, my girl's older than me. You know? Like, I don't, like, that's just what I want. That's what I've always gravitated towards, you know, because, and now I did have girlfriends back then that were my age, but the attraction, there goes that word again. I wanted the older women, and so that's what I would start seeking, you know, and that's what I just kept going after, you know, those older women, man. But yeah, I absolutely would have done it in school, absolutely, yep. And the thing is with these teachers, especially with the article that I saw, the way those teachers looked, them boys will probably, like, they come to class first day of school and they're like, if only she just tell me I can hit. And then their dream comes true. It's wrong. Don't do it. Absolutely, it's wrong. It's wrong. Yeah, I don't want it to seem as if we're glorifying this thing. I'm just going back to where I was.
Because it's still
at that age.
Because it's still pedophilia.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
And the thing is, a lot of times it doesn't get called that because it's a woman, an older woman coming after a younger man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times the connotation is on an older man coming onto a younger woman. But either way, it's pedophilia.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it is, absolutely. And it's wrong. It's definitely wrong, you know?
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, just as a teenage boy.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and act like if I was, you know, a teenager.
Yeah.
And, you know, the right teacher came along.
Exactly.
You know,
Miss Trinidad.
Yeah.
Miss Trinidad gonna get it. Shoot.
Twice.
But one thing about it though is to have sex with your students. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. In all
seriousness, like straight up. You enticing young people.
My bad.
And drawing them into go ahead.
I'm sorry. I gotta stop reading Facebook while so AJ Throwback's wife said, "It's wrong. Let a hoe try my child. SMDH. Let me not incriminate myself today." And he only 3. I wush WUSH. I wush a old dusty hoe wood.
That's right.
She wush. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm childish. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, and that's there. You have it. Washing that, you know, a teacher would try our children because you actually propelling that child into something that's not only immoral, but that could possibly scar them in more ways than one.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? They might not take it as, you know, they might take it as scared. It might scare them. You know what I'm saying? That's molestation.
Yeah, it is.
So I mean, come on, man. Let's get it together. If you're gonna teach the children, teach the children.
Exactly.
Teach them. Don't touch them.
Right.
Boom.
All right, we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back.
Breakout Kings Radio.
Who's gonna break out tonight? It's the Breakout Kings Radio Fearsome, Foursome Countdown. Only on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media. Number 4.
I'm just too flashy to worry about what y'all niggas say. And that's why I move the way y'all move. My whole team full of winners. How can I lose? See, when they see me in their city, they be mad. When you doing good, they hate. see you shine like this. Shorty say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud, never had it like this. Like this. Shorty say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud and never had it like this. No, I never had it like this. Getting money on the grind like this. Yeah, they hate to see you shine like this. Shorty say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud, never had it like this. Like this. Shorty say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud and never had it like this. No, I never had it like this. See, I heard they talk about me, but they can't prove shit. When a pussy nigga talk, they don't never do shit. Let the sun hit me when I make a new flip. Outside, chopper kinda inside, cool whip. Rolling through the city, I don't need nobody with me. Other niggas need another man in just to live it. Middle finger to the ceiling, I be counting up the digits. Shorty give me brain round, driving head on collision. I'm the one who invented. Had a few dogs, but they call me like a Christian. I gotta keep it real, had a few dogs. But let's just say first rule, no snitching. And see, I came for the mission, ain't no intermission. And life a movie, then I play my part until it ended. And money be the topic, then these niggas too senseless. Penthouse, bring the shrimp out from the strip. And I cause envy, in my case I call it winning. I'm from the hood, and every night you hear the call forensics. No gossip in the yard, broken down visits. Serving jokers in the alley, God be the witness. I'm from Virginia, where my city made a real nigga. Few of my hoes, a lot of bitch niggas. You selling dope, you thinking you a rich nigga. Go broke, then he wind up fucking with you. One life to live, I hope you brought a hustle with you. I can take this rap game with my eyes closed. Sipping on this Hennessy, about a styrofoam. Going on the cell with these out of rock on. Take a look up in the mirror, it's a star bone. Keep it 100, I can see the whole squad fold. Yeah, they hate to see me do it like this. Then you see why I had to do it like this, bitch. Get money on the grind like this. Say what? Yeah, they hate to see you shine like this. Like so they say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud, never had it like this. Like this, like what? Like this. So they say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud and never had it like this. No, I never had it like this. Getting money on the grind like this. Yeah, they hate to see you shine like this. So they say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud, never had it like this. Like this. So they say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud and never had it like this. No, I never had it like this. Crooked ass cops wanna do something to me, gon' prove it. I'm part of that Black Lives Movement. Modern day lynching, now you got our attention. All we wanna do is live, so we strapped with the toolie. Fresh about the kitchen, smell like I've been pitching. And younger I'm getting it, I can show you how I do it. All my life I've been a villain, got fans like the ceiling. Blood, sweat, commitment, put my pain in the music. Welcome to the zoo, I became what I knew. When 9Ks tell me what a canine can do. Used to bling out and Jews used to hang out and lose. Now bring out the proof. The K not the real, not they won't stop the movement. Stood up on my own, they ain't never fake. Free my homies behind the gate, doing heaven time. Blew aloud to get away and let me memorize. Give a fuck what you niggas think. I tell them step aside. Pick a side and flip the chickens like Kentucky Fried. Look at me, that is just the lifestyle that you wanna have. Father figure, I father niggas steady head and dad. I don't swim, I catch the wave like I need a cab. Steady hustling to make a way above these dead prayers. Nothing come with a hand for a hater lazy ass. Bitch on them and shit on them, asking why they mad. I'm doing fine. Why is you asking? Your music garbage and your day is trashy. You coming from me, then I got a taxi. Your team not eating, I guess that y'all fasting. I'm saying fantastic, I'm living life. Damn, I'm so far, I see God is just like don't get caught in the hype influence by the street code. All that I know is just to let the streets know, yeah. Getting money on the grind like this. Yeah, they hate to see you shine like this. So they say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud, never had it like this. Like this. So they say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud and never had it like this. No, I never had it like this. Getting money on the grind like this. Yeah, they hate to see you shine like this. So they say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud, never had it like this. Like this. So they say I'm fine, might know I'm like this. Came up from the mud and never had it like this. No, I never had it like this. No, I never had it like this. No, I never had it like this.
Number 3.
We doing the team. team, you know we doing big things. And if it's involving green, you know that we intervene. And oh, wherever it's lit, you know we on the scene. We young and we living life. This vibe is just so supreme. Whoa, whoa, let's make it a team. Whoa, whoa, let's make it a team. Yeah, yeah, let's make it a team. Whoa, whoa, let's make it a team. Let's make it a team. Yo, by any means. Yeah, yeah, let's make it a team. This vibe is supreme. It feel like a dream. Yeah, yeah, let's make it a team. Whoa. Bro told me go off on this, so I'm finna do it right. I'm flexing my wrist, I'm cooking. The flows, the progress is lit. Won't peak till I'm over. Now it's the thing. Yo, youngest in the squad, but I'm grown. Ladies be supplying my phone with images for the camera roll, but see my hoes diminish since I'm on honor roll. Damn, let's face it, they stuck in their ways. Few years I'll be bougie and paid. Them chicks sold out, I'm finna restart. They come and go like a deadbeat pops. I'ma call up Rock, tell him let me hold the charger, and tell him he might need some new tires, cause I'm finna burn out at every stop. Getting hotter now, I got juice free spots. These thoughts of mine so divine, and I think you should give us some time to show it's a team for summer 16. Extended tees and ripped jeans be so clean, pristine with the moves. Such a vibe you couldn't dream what we do. Yeah, you should just be you, cause why you faking? I make teams with your moves. No, I'm with my team, you know we doing big things. And if it's involving green, you know that we intervene. And oh, wherever it's lit, you know we on the scene. We young and we living life. This vibe is just so supreme. Whoa, whoa, let's make it a team. Whoa, whoa, let's make it a team. Yeah, yeah, let's make it a team. Whoa, whoa, let's make it a team. Let's make it a team. Yo, by any means. Yeah, yeah, let's make it a team. This vibe is supreme. It feel like a dream. Yeah, yeah, let's make it a team. Whoa.
Extra, extra, please read up my section. Neglecting all projections. Send me investments. My necklace up. That's vibes to give me protection. Check as long as Bible scriptures respected. All they wanna see is how it go. All behind the scenes, now they know. Women trying tease, ain't no talking. If that girl's a teen, I'ma hit her like baby, baby, won't you drive me crazy? I've been waiting for you, working on my every time that we've been fucking lately, she been guesstimating when I'm gonna monotone, spitting monologues. If she get involved, it's a team. Whoa, all my women are a team. Yeah, in the story, nigga Finn. Oh, partied out up at Temple U with the legend crew. I was out of it. Said you smooth, you and all your dudes say very, very when y'all compliment. A lot of people try and counterfeit. That's the reason why we made the shit. Almost had to retitle it. Man, we should've called this tape our greatest hits.
No, I'm with my team, you know we doing big things. And if it's involving green, you know that we intervene. And oh, wherever it's lit, you know we on the scene. We get a team, yo, by any means. Yeah, yeah, let's make it a team. This vibe is supreme, it feel like a dream. Yeah, yeah, let's make it a team. Whoa, let's make it a team. Whoa, whoa, let's make it a team. Yeah, yeah, let's make it a team. Whoa, whoa, let's make it a team. Let's make it a team, yo, by any means. Yeah, yeah, let's make it a team. This vibe is supreme, it feel like a dream. Yeah, yeah, let's make it a team. Whoa.
Number 2.
Yo, turn the beat up, please. Yeah, just play. Okay.
You can't examine the metrics. My weakest line be killing all they best shit. Growing off beat stems and eat them for breakfast. By midday, I've been late on my verses to rest, bitch. These is crunch bars for lunch, par, you subpar. I made a way to raise my weight up, baked the cake, then ate the plate up. Guess you can tell I'm hungry. Grinding teeth up in my sleep, these greedy thoughts, they haunt me. And these third eye meditations, they tend to calm me. Spiritual warfare, the battlefield tends to call me. With the God's eye view, these fools can never harm me. Test the God's IQ like they know my geometry. An anomaly, probably the prophecy, the world's mine, I know you dig it, yeah, I'm rocking that apostrophe. Sacred philosophy, heart of Selassie, see, I do this for the kingdom. Wanna infiltrate your best, you can bring them. Or you can try my soldiers, make them feel a ting them. Angel song for all those, don't you know we sing them. Champion sound, coming for the rings them. They seeking elevation, no it ain't a thing there. All my life I've been striving for the top. Now the God in me won't allow my grind to ever stop. I'm making moves like I got nothing to lose. I'm making moves like I got something to prove. All my life I've been striving for the top. Now the God in me won't allow my grind to ever stop. I'm making moves like I got nothing to lose. I'm making moves like I got something to prove. I gave the world timeless music is yet to hit, and I'm only getting better and better every year. But still the same OP, time was who they gon' see. My story's coming of age with dreams that pimpin' a living wage. Focus so grandiose, quotes awaken the comatose. Some say I'm too verbose, they can't digest the shit I'm spitting. Well, hold my people small, do it for those that feel it all. I know that words move and language is everything. The cage bird knows freedom the more you let it sing. Disrupt the cycle to keep them backpedaling. Won't succumb to the rat race, I'm on to better things. I had to learn validation doesn't come from the peanut gallery. Always telling you how to be, telling you what you need to do. And for they self, don't even have a clue. Watch and observe, man. They swear they have all the answers for things they never experienced. Probably just read it in a magazine or saw in a Facebook article. What you need to do, fam, is nah. What you need to do is trust my process and the movement. Show you how to do this, son. Ain't a formula for the greatness I've been bred from. Bring the game to life by killing it, that new red rum. All my life I've been striving for the top. Now the God in me won't allow my grind to ever stop. I'm making moves like I got nothing to lose. I'm making moves like I got something to prove. All my life I've been striving for the top. Now the God in me won't allow my grind to ever stop. I'm making moves like I got nothing to lose. I'm making moves like I got something to prove.
Number 1.
Trilla B. How the booty look from the view back there? Tell me how you want it, classy or ratchet, little air. But I still look back at it, show him a little crack, turn him to a crook at it. Call him handlebars the way that you grab it. And I'ma grab back, it's a bad habit. Got a firm grip, we sit in the traffic. He pulling like a pistol, ready to capture. Yep, he my nigga, just look at the caption. Dub CW, yep, any tactic. Them booty rubs, I love when he wax. When it's long overdue, he turn it to tax. It's like magic. We stayin' up to the sun. Don't hesitate when you're done to turn over and cuddle up. He telling me this what he want. I'm telling him this what it is. Tell me to put his hands. I tell him he give him a chance. Cause the stars align when we get around. I know how to ride with you. And every time you come around, I'm good cause I'm with you. 100 miles or more on my heart, stay with you. I sleep alone just wishing I was staying up with you. I was laying up with you. I'm staying up with you. I'm in the crib with you. Get up and get it with you. Dip it low, then bring it up slow. Tell me how you want it, doing the bit on the floor. In the crib or on the go. I tell him give me more. Got me so spoiled, so I tell him give me more, give me more. First he love me, then he hate me indecisive. And I always spend the night because I'm white. But he staying real rude, got a bad attitude. Nigga with them dudes, nigga bite. Cause you like feeling the way that we rock. Ain't no chances I'ma stop. I'm taking this shit to the hop. Yeah, right there like bunny and clock. Hustle man, don't super stop. You can see it in my eyes that I'm ready. So come and get it. Yeah, wake me up in it. Betty gon' stay. Teach me a lesson. Like me get back together. We're going down. We doing it like so no. That's the only question. I'm laying up with you. I'm staying up with you. Yeah, I'm in the crib. Get up and get it with you. My body is a temple and you sit on the floor. I'ma hold you down here. I'ma hold you down. Cause it's stars align when we in the ride. I know how to ride with you. And every time you come around, I'm good cause I'm with you. 100 miles or more around my heart to stay with you. I sleep alone just wishing I was staying up with you. I was laying up with you. I'm staying up with you. I'm
Let's get back to Coach Taylor, Ransom Relic, Gangsta B, and AJ Throwback on Breakout Kings Radio on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
And we are back. One more again.
Like we left something.
Yeah.
Guess who's Bizak?
Water.
We were just talking about when sexual education goes too far. We're talking about teachers touching students and students touching back. And we were actually talking about, what we would do as students, if we were ever put into that situation. And I think we all agreed that if we had a teacher come on to us and then, that they would get it. Now, tell me this. Let's say that the teacher wasn't very attractive. We got to keep in mind we're young boys with raging hormones at the time, right? So let's say that the teacher isn't very attractive and you're failing the class. And she says, you want to get that grade up, then you know what you got to do.
I'm taking that L.
You going to take the L?
I'm taking that L.
What about you, Gangsta B?
And I mean, I'm going to take the F.
For a lack of a better letter.
right? The failing grade.
And you say what's I'm sorry, I'm looking at your show you was on. I'm trying to pull it up. What's the question?
So let's say that the teacher isn't so attractive and she comes on to you, but you're failing the class. So she's like, listen, if you want to get your grade up, then you know what you got to do.
You ever do something nasty and didn't want to do it, but you just the whole time you're just like, ugh, I'm not even doing this type of thing. Yeah. Y'all ain't never do that?
Yeah.
Like run through creek water or something like that.
So all right, cool. So you would run through that creek water then?
No.
You run through Miss Creek water?
I probably wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
Cause it's probably that teacher breath stink. It smell like shit. I mean, feces.
well, boo excrement. Cuss word, so I mean, you could have said that. I mean, yeah, that's but that grade though. But see, you got to keep in mind, you about to bring an F home to your parents, huh? You about to bring an F home to your parents?
Hey, I just bring the damn F home
and deal with it later.
All right, tell me this: would you decide? Would you say, all right, I'm about to report her?
I don't think I'll report her.
Yeah, because I'm like,
now you're a snitch and you got an F.
Right. Because then it goes into this area and actually goes into a meme that I saw, where they had this guy at work hitting on this girl. Her name was like Lemon Quisha or something like that. This is something crazy. Yeah. This is the meme. Her name was Lemon Quisha. So
Lemon Quisha.
So you see this, slim.
My bad. I'm childish. My bad, man.
That is the time that you should be childish. So he goes up to the girl and he's kind of like the prototypical good-looking guy, quote unquote. He comes up to her like, looking good there, Lemon Quisha. And she's like, oh, thank you. What I'm saying? So that's at the top part of the meme. Then at the bottom, you see this, Sherman Clump looking dude. He says like, looking good there, Lemon Quisha. It's like, ew, nigga, don't be hollering at me. I'm going to report you to HR. And so, to the point that you were making about would I report or would any of us report a teacher, say like, if we were in that situation and she weren't that attractive.
Right.
And we were like, nah, I'm good. Would we report? My whole thing is, and I said this into that same meme about the slim guy and the heavyset guy. My whole thing is, if you're going to do something like that, you got to be consistent across the board. Like if you're going to report the less attractive teacher, then you should report the more attractive teacher. Because if, let's just say, you were in the situations and they caught wind or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, you reported me, but you didn't report her. What's up with that? Oh boy.
Huh? I ain't say nothing yet.
Yet.
Please finish your statement. I don't want to be rude.
But yeah, I feel like there should be a consistency across the board.
Now, but see, now you're bringing morals into it. But we've already established the fact that
Morals should stay in it.
At what?
Morals should stay in it.
True.
No, yeah, but
there,
we've already established that if we were teenage boys, we're going to smash the attractive looking teacher.
But
so
that's fine.
Our morals have already gone out the window.
But that's fine. That's
about-
fine. But hold on. Let me say this real quick.
Say something real quick.
Okay. That's fine, but I'm not speaking on morals. I'm speaking about livelihood. If you go and report that teacher, the less attractive one, because you don't want to smash her, and you feel violated, you messing with her money. But my whole thing is, why wouldn't you do that with the more attractive teacher?
Because I'm not thinking about them at that point. I'm being very selfish at that point. Right. I'm thinking about me and my man. That's it. I ain't thinking about her money, her reputation. I ain't thinking about none of that stuff. I'm trying to smash. I want that nut. That's what that's about.
Okay. Well, don't. My whole thing is just don't tell. Don't be a snitch.
Oh, and I'm with you because I wouldn't tell either.
Yeah,
I wouldn't tell either. I tell my
I
boys.
want the rap more than the nut. I go around the way and get a nut. Right. But I'm just saying. Like,
but we've already established with the teacher that we're gonna hit. We've already established that.
Because the fact that she about to give me some
just to get a rep.
Oh, shit. You in your mind like she pulled her drawers down.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And I'm gonna tell you something, man. At that age, I'm gonna be so excited,
I ain't
man.
gonna lie,
I'm
at that
probably,
age,
I'm just going.
I probably would have been scared to death. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie.
exactly.
I'm gonna be honest.
too.
I'm gonna be honest.
Scared.
I
would have
too.
went, but I would have been scared. She would have really had to like take the lead on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have known what to do because I was barely smashing anyway. You know what I'm saying? As a teenager,
At
you know
that
what I'm
time,
saying?
I wasn't smashing nothing.
So just being realistic about it. You know what I mean? And this is the guy, right, that has the comment to try and make it, you know, smash and cool. Be like, oh yeah, but I started smashing when I was in 11th grade. You know that fake shit people try to tell you, know what I'm saying? Add them little extra comments and try to make it seem like what I'm doing is wrong anyway, morally, but I gotta protect my image type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, like when I was 15, 14, 15, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even doing that. But then when I was in the 11th grade, though, I started doing, you know, having sex with gals.
Junior year of college.
Twice. You know what I mean?
That was late.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not. By what standard are you going by saying that was late? Knock it off. Because I watched your preview.
It was.
You see what I'm saying? I watched it. So, yeah.
That's what he really wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
That's what he really wanted to talk about.
Next
I
week's
do
topic.
too. I do too. You have no idea how much that's. All right, they don't know what we're talking about. All right, forget it. Let's move on. Let's move on. They don't know what we're saying. All right. So what the hell were we just talking about?
We were talking about, being too scared to actually do it. And
right. I think I would still go through with it. All right, I would be scared. I would be scared to all right, if my teacher comes on to me, she's like, listen, you know, all right, we about to do this. And then she's probably gonna go like this, have you ever done this before? And I'm be like, nah, you've never done with any of the girls in the class? No, I haven't. Mm-hmm. You know, okay, all right, well, I'm gonna tell you what to do, okay? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna do this to you, you know, and so I'm gonna be sitting like, okay, and she's gonna know that I'm nervous. It's gonna be clear to her that I'm nervous. Mm-hmm. She's gonna try to relax me or whatever. And then so we're gonna get into it. And I'm gonna go ahead and you watching the hate you, Joe. So we gonna get into it. Yeah. You know, and she's gonna be trying to arouse me, put the condom on me, and then as soon as I get in her, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. Like that's what's gonna happen at that age. At that age, I mean, like, Micah said, ransom thought this out. Yeah. No. I probably did think this. I had a huge crush on my Spanish teacher, Miss Cavalla, but probably shouldn't have said names. Anyway, I had a
Too
huge
late.
question. But this was like between 3rd and 6th grade.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, there was one teacher.
Oh, here we go. Let's go.
When I was in the 3rd grade.
Hey, Gangsta B, I'm gonna have to ask you to excuse yourself if you gonna keep watching me on TV.
Damn it, it'd be right. I'm trying to pause it right there when you fake getting out the car like you was a gangster. Or some shit. That shit was crazy. You didn't see it? Did you see it? Watch this. Okay, I gotta play the whole thing over again. Okay, go ahead. You said you incriminated yourself.
I can't believe they aired the episode that I'm on tonight and nobody told me nothing.
How about that?
I would have missed the show.
I told you.
Well, now you might.
I should have known ahead of time. I could have at least recorded it or something.
Well, you know they re-air it.
Man, I'm just mad. I wanted to see it when it happened. My mama needed to know. This is crazy.
Well, while we talking about it, you might as well go ahead. All
right. So listen, I'm on TV again.
Fake ass.
Yeah. So apparently, let me see it. Let me make sure it's the same thing.
See it. What you mean the same thing? I see you on here. What do you mean the same thing?
This ain't the first time I played a criminal on TV, though, man. Let me
say this isn't.
Nah.
Well, yeah. I was just making sure that's what you said.
Oh yeah. No, right. Yeah, now I don't want to be typecast or nothing like that.
Right.
This is the second time. But I had to turn down a couple of roles because they was trying.
All right, look, it's high speed. Look at it.
Hey, can I see me? Can I see me?
Did you just shoot a cop?
Yeah, I just shot a cop.
Oh,
in
man.
a sportswear store.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep.
So you doing
no wonder Tupac is your favorite rapper. Thug life tatted across your chest.
Yeah, I shot a cop. Hold up, on TV. Let me make that clear. I shot a cop on TV.
Bang.
Yeah, on TV.
I mean, I don't know what the hell you thought else. They thought you shot the police.
I just had to make it clear.
It was clear when you said it the first time. You know how some things go without saying.
Some things need to be said. Yeah, we don't want to take no chances on nothing. No. Hey man, you ain't gonna let me see. That's fine. I'm gonna watch it later. So what was we talking about?
What
channel is it on?
TV1.
Yes.
TV1. The name of the show is For My Man Ransom. Apparently, is on the show.
Yes.
He ain't seen it yet, but you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how he got that watch.
That's channel 865.
That's how he got the watch.
Man, stop bringing it to
never seen 100 on the wrist before. Look at that's how you do it. You take small rolls and you get the 100 on the wrist. That's how it works.
Pull up on the light. Nice watch. Hands in the air now.
That's right. Oh, you fancy, huh?
Hey, listen, can we talk about these teachers some more, man?
We only got 2 minutes.
If you ain't gonna show me on
less
TV,
than 2 minutes.
But real talk though. Teachers, stay away from these kids. Kids, stay away from your teachers.
Yeah, for real. Don't listen. If you're listening to us, kids, don't do the stuff that
youth counselors. Stay away from the youth.
Please.
If you're working, with the youth, leave them kids alone, man.
And the thing is,
don't let them entice you. Don't let them talk. Don't listen to them because they're gonna talk you right out of a career.
Boom.
I've seen it happen. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
And students, if y'all are listening, we made some jokes about it, and we talked about what we would have done, but we also made it clear that as grown men, looking back, this is something that we are happy never happened to us.
Right.
Yes.
Trust us on that.
Yes.
This is not a road you want to go down. It's not a good ending, especially in this time because there's social media. We didn't have that back then.
Right.
And it'll be all over everywhere, and it's a reputation that'll stick with you for the rest of your lives. You're not gonna want that.
And note that Ransom has on a Breakout King hoodie in the For My Man show airing on TV1 tonight. You probably missed the first airing, but you probably can go on TV1 Demand or
if you
something.
missed it, you ain't the only one.
Yeah, on the Breakout Kings hoodie.
Yes.
So look, he's the one with the Breakout Kings hoodie on. That gets out the car with the other gentleman, and they go and do what they do.
Yes.
So check him out on that. Shout out to Ransom Relic.
Yeah,
Yes.
check me out.
Yes, and shout out to all our listeners tonight. Been listening in.
We appreciate you guys.
Yes, and
also.
Also,
childish.
Representing
Gambino,
the Breakout Kings radio team.
Childish Luciano.
Tomorrow night on Foreplay, the Eargasm Show, right here on WinDCRadio.com.
Shout out to Miss Lolly.
Euphoria.
Yes, Miss Lolly, Hot Toddy, and Showtime. It's their 7th year anniversary show tomorrow. I will be with
7
them
years
representing.
and counting.
Yes, and counting.
That's right.
One of the best shows on radio. I said
Absolutely.
it. Yes, and I'll be there. I'll probably be bringing some chicken. You know what I'm saying? If y'all fans of the show, make sure y'all tune in. Fans of our show or their show, make sure you tune in.
Even if you ain't fans, tune in anyway.
Exactly. It's just a good show.
Yeah.
It's just a good show.
Yeah.
But on that note, thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Absolutely.
What's good, y'all? This your boy AJ Throwback. Join Coach Taylor, Ransom Relic, Gangsta B and me for dope music and hot topics on Breakout Kings Radio every Monday from 6 to 10 p.m. only on WinDCRadio.com. Powered by GoWin.media.
WinDC Radio brings to you the app. Yes, the app is now available on your Google Play and your App Store, on your iPhone or your Android, any of your pads that you might be using, be it if it's an iPad, iPad mini, or if you have a Samsung Note, doesn't matter what you have, any mobile device, you can get the app so you can listen where you're at to WinDC Radio.